That's right. Welcome, guys, to the Popit Game Finals. I'm Cap, and I'm going to be joined by Purge, and we are going to be covering the final day of the Popit Games, the tournament that's going on. Purge, have you managed to play much of the game yet?
I played a decent amount, yeah. I think the tournament started like a week ago or something like that. And the way that the format worked is it's a little bit of a leaderboard sort of roguelike game where as you play, you build up a score. And then whoever had the highest scores for the day stayed safe. And the bottom 50% of players got eliminated. And they did that multiple rounds to lead us till today. And now there's only 50 players remaining. So it's actually the best of the crop. And there's, I think, about $500,000 of prize pool, so it's a pretty good for a new game.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of similar to other games who have had some sort of big tournament for game launch. But pretty much players had a week to be able to get their hands on the game. The game has been constantly updated since then, and in fact, we have an update this morning. So the tournament is going to start as soon as all the players have downloaded the new update. But just to be able to keep the game fresh and make sure that maybe some of the more broken strategies aren't going to be able to be employed on the final day. So everybody who got here the way they did in the first place, they're not going to be able to do so for the final day. So we'll see what happens. So I actually just finished downloading, so it looks like I got into the game. Cool. where I'm looking at my last run where I had a 10,000 point deficit. Did you know?
I mean, your shells?
Did you ever do that?
The shells, like the money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the time. The it's a bit of a hard balance to strike that line between passing. We'll wait to explain until we can pull the game footage up. But basically, you need to pass the point totals, but not go too far over. Otherwise, you are penalized heavily in money. And then your run is effectively over. So yeah, I've definitely had a couple of those for sure where I miscalculate a couple of things and you get punished for it. But there's a lot of different ways to gain points in the game. And if they are patching out some really abusive strategies, then these top players are going to have to make some nice adjustments. Otherwise, the chances of them getting a lot of prize money today is going to be a lot harder. I think the top prize for first place is... There's basically cash up, there's cores, and there's boosts. The cores are worth about $400,000 total, and the cash is about $100,000 total. So first place gets $27,000 in cash, and then 6,750 cores, which is a large amount of that total amount. So it should be very good for them. But you need to place the top 16 to get cash prizes. But everybody gets cores and boosts. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun day of matches. Like you said, there was an update last night. So all the players are downloading right now, and then the client is basically available to play, and then we can start watching our matches.
Yeah, I'm just about to pass over my screen, so we should be able to at least be able to take a look at the leaderboard here pretty soon.
Oh, cool.
As there we go. So this is what the leaderboard looks like right now. This is all the players who are in current placement. Obviously, everybody has an equal number of points right now because we're going to be starting a new day fresh. So we're about to clean out the top 50. But I assume that some of these players that you're seeing right now, we're probably going to see them again by the end of today. So we'll this top 10 or the entire ranking will be wiped here pretty soon, and we'll start a fresh day. So what? Purge, what has been your most successful run? Just to give people an idea of how far up when we're going to be looking at the game. We'll look at the game and explain it once we're able to actually take a look at it. But
I got about
folks an idea of how far you went.
So I got about 10 blocks in, which is not that far because the numbers kind of get difficult to calculate pretty fast. But the first like 5-6 rounds, pretty simple. Once you understand the game purpose, you're supposed to add up your card points to a low amount of numbers, like 20 to 50 points, basically. With 10s being 10 points, you know, a 6 being 6 points, an ace is 1 point, face cards are 10. So you just need to play a hand that's going to give you the correct amount of point total without going much over. And the closer you get to the exact total, the more shells or money that you get. So, but once you get up into like the 10 block range, the numbers that you're aiming for are like 200, 300, and we're talking about multiplying those base numbers by some numbers that get a little complicated. So it's pretty easy to make a mistake, either to undershoot or to overshoot by a lot. And that ends up making it a little bit harder to keep going. And if you go way over, and it doesn't even have to be a lot over, if you go like 3 times points over, you get a gigantic shell penalty that basically ends your run. So there's a lot of careful calculation that you have to make here. Oh yeah, these are the team records. Do you want to talk about this?
That's right. We there is a tournament that is going on for both individuals and team, and people are able to compete in both. And the way the team works is that you have a team, and then the top 5 people within your team are averaged out, and that kind of gives you your team rating versus other people's team ratings. So you're able to make money in both the individual and team records. So it could be a decent amount of cash, 100,000 of which is cash, by the way. So you're just getting cold hard cash pretty quickly.
That is, yeah, it's a lot for sure. A lot to go on. Sorry, I got to fix my audio issues. My stream is not picking up my audio correctly.
I could take it. So you, let's see if I can maybe go to, here's my last run. So we can actually start taking a look at some of the game footage while the tournament is being set up. So you could see my nasty debt that I managed to accrue. So the game is going to work a lot like other poker roguelikes, Balatro probably being the most famous that you've seen. So it works just like poker hands, right? So you're going to be looking at all the same ways to be able to rate your hand. So high card pair, etc., etc. And
where did all your shells go? Why are you missing 10,000?
I know. 10. I was like, what does it look like if I just go for broke and get as many points as possible and
like
I put myself heavily in debt? So yeah, we could see a pair is not worth anything special, nor any hands. Initially, all hands are just a multiplier of 1x. So it's entirely based off of the cards themselves and what their ranking is. So a pair of queens, tens, jacks, kings are all worth 10 points. And so a pair of queens is obviously going to be worth 20 points. So if I were to just produce this, you'll get a little animation here, and it's going to show me that I made 20 points, which I did not make the 74 limit. And this will start our run over. So this will give us an opportunity to start a run fresh.
That's good, because
catching
back up at negative 10,000 shells is probably not winnable here.
So no,
all these top,
not possible.
Yeah. The beginning will make more sense, though, I think. That'll reset us down to 0. We'll have a lower base value. In the first couple of hands, you don't need any of the shop cards that modify your multipliers or give you other bonuses. So this will reset cap shortly for a new game, I think.
Oh, loading.
It's loading. Okay. But yeah, you start off at 20
with a couple.
Oh, you're right. That's true. The shop cards that you can see one on screen right now, that little green one. They modify cards in a variety of ways. This one, I'm not quite sure what it does.
It's one of those defensive cards. It is. So there are cards that can modify your deck and help you get more points, but there are also attack cards and defense cards. So this is one of the defense cards. It says defeat attack, lose 1 part of money in the wallet, and destroy it after you. So it's kind of like a one-time shield that can protect you from an attack. But
gotcha. I should buy those more often, because I do not manage to survive my mistakes very long. A lot of the other cards are things like make your high card or your two pair score multiply by 3 times or 4 times, for example. Some of them are like your scored cards will give twice the blue points instead of a 2 times multiplier, for example. So there's things like that that you have to balance. The math gets a little bit complicated, but if you keep track of how the equation works, then it's pretty easy to calculate what's the safest hand to play that's going to get you over your total but not lose you 10,000 shells like Cap did. So since the game was just recently updated, like literally minutes ago, to update the meta for the players, maybe we're having a little bit of a server thing going on, but
I'll just restart the game and see if I can get a run going here.
Okay, that sounds good. How
was your morning, Purge?
My morning was good. Got the dog out, thankfully, in time. It's always a little bit hectic in the morning, especially on these EU time zones for us poor NA casters. We have to wake up at 8 a.m. Oh, it's hard. It was hard. It was very hard to get up.
It was 6:30 for me.
That's tough.
All right, so when I restarted, to put me back on my old run. So I'm seeing if I can start again here.
Okay, cool. What I was going to say is the game is free to download right now. It's on Steam and other places. It's on Android as well, it looks like. So it is a free game to play. So if you guys want to try it out, it's called Popit Game. But we are watching the tournament, of course, or we're going to shortly. But first we will witness Cap's counting greatness once he manages to get back in. What's your favorite hands to play so far?
So
do you have like a strat?
I think when it came to other games like Balatro, I was always a full house guy because I felt like full house was always accessible, right? Yep. Very easy to end up with, like, just instantly end up with a pair, right? And then you could discard and re-go until you get that full house. So I always liked full house or 2 pairs were my go-to hands. Flush, I think, is the other one when you're able to modify your deck, which you are able to do so in this game as well. You modify the multipliers, but you can also modify your deck down. So Flush is another one, right? Because at that point in time, you have more control. If you can modify your deck down to, 50% of it being hearts or something like that, then you have a very good chance. And then, especially for this game, I found Flush to be even more useful because it's not just about min-maxing your score, right, but getting a specific score. So a flush, I think, is really helpful because then you could choose between the cards, right? Do I need another 10? Do I need a 6, a 4, a 3, right? Combined with the multipliers, it'd be pretty powerful to help you get the exact number a bit better.
Yeah, that does sound easier because when I was playing 2 pairs, which was the majority of the hands that I went for when I was playing, the 2 pairs, you have to add up your point totals and say, like, okay, well, I'm going to way overshoot. I need to aim for like a pair of 3s instead of a pair of 4s sometimes. And it's just hard to draw that exact value, I feel like. Whereas a flush, you only have to swap out 1 card. And I would have to hit 2 of the same card to hit what I needed. So I feel like the flush does sound a little bit simpler. With that said, though, unlike other games, you don't get like a big reward for getting a full house or a royal flush unless you get the multiplier card bonuses that do give you a bigger reward. So until you buy any cards, aiming for something like a full house is just kind of overkill, honestly. Like, just a 2 pair is more than enough to get you past the first 10 rounds or so. But those later balances can really pay off. So frankly, discards I find are a little bit less important in this game right now at the early levels until later on where you need to get like the perfect hand to not overshoot. But it's I gotta say, it's hard to fight the instincts of like, I just want to put down as many points as possible all the time. Yep. And you just can't do that. Otherwise your run ends and you got to start over again. So that can be a little bit tricky.
I'm stuck in a never-ending loop of losing my same run. So now I've decided to win the round, even though I'm 10K in debt. And I would prefer just to go bankrupt and start again. But I'm going to see if I win, what happens.
Maybe it'll let you out of the prison. You're like in some Groundhog Day situation right now.
No, I'm in a different prison now. I'm in a different prison now. It seems winning and losing, you lose no matter what. It's a great analogy for life, Kevin. You know, no matter what you do, you're still gonna lose in the end.
I suppose that's true. What if we spend a couple more $1 billion on life extending technology? Then you can endlessly loop.
True.
Something like that. That would give you more shells. I don't
losses.
know. Yeah. Oh, I heard you liked lore, Cap. I heard this on a Twitch chat.
Oh, hit me with the lore.
There was some lore. We got linked to the fandom earlier. There's the Aki Naki universe wiki, and so there's in these types of cards. You talked about the defensive cards. I believe that is the block keeper. He has some.
Yes,
there's some lore about
keeper.
him.
Yes.
Sorry, that one's not. That one doesn't have lore yet. All right, Aki Naki though. It's this girl. She's a little but powerful girl who rules the universe. She's a calculated bee that keeps you honest. That's the lore. Yep. Do you want more? I've got at least.
I would love some more lore. Yeah. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and just create a new account, and then we'll see if.
Okay. See if you can get out.
Fix it. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that was the only lore. I'm looking through the other characters. There are about 5 characters, I think.
You know what the truth is? I already read through the lore. you could fill about 60 seconds for the lore, you know?
Yeah, there's this red malicious block producer. He's the guy that eats your little thing when you lose, which is often. He eats a lot of my blocks, I gotta say. Yeah, that's about it. But there's like slightly different classifications of cards in the shop that are available. Most of them cost 6. There are some enhanced ones that have slightly better stats, I think. But yeah, the shop isn't super relevant. I found the first like 4 to 5 rounds, because if you buy your cards, they end up affecting your point totals, and then your totals get too high too fast. So around the 4 to 7 turn blocks is where they start really mattering, where you're building up your board and making it easier to score the correct totals. So I've definitely had that problem too, where I overbuy things and then it doesn't actually pay off. There's money generator ones too. That's another option. But yeah, lots of slightly different ways to play the game. Unfortunately, we are a little stuck. But we will figure that out soon.
I have created a new account, so no team. Yes, I'm sure no team. All right, so I can. Okay, continue. Go to capitalist. I'm going to see where this puts me. Okay, I think it actually started me a new run, so I'll be able to share this. 1 second.
Cool.
All right.
I already know what you should play. I can tell. All right.
There we go. All right.
Go ahead. You can explain.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Are you sure you got the most? All right. Could you hover around that 20 for me, please? That's our block limit. That's what we're aiming for. We want to hit 20. If we don't hit 20, if we go under, we lose the run. If we go over 20 by too much, then we will lose our possible shell. So what's your favorite way to count to 20, Cap, with a poker hand?
My favorite way to count to 20 is to have 2 10s. Make it easy on myself. So I'm going to discard a hand. And, okay, not quite.
Oh, no, stop. Oh. You had 20.
What do you mean?
You had 2 aces. You had 2 aces and 2 9s. That would have been perfect.
Who cares? No, pair of queens.
Well,
love
you discarded an extra set of cards, which means we get less rewards now. So that was actually a mistake, factually.
That is true. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so it's going to count it up. 10, 10. Hey, that makes 20. Look at that. 20, 20, right on the dot. So this kind of breaks down your score. So we've got a pair. So this kind of breaks down how the numbers came to be in the first place, right? We had a pair. Those were 20. The multiplier was only 1, so the score was only 20. So we ended up with a block score of 20. The block limit was 20. So we ended up perfectly on the dot, which means we get the base rewards of +6 for making it right on the money. And we also got additional points for still having extra discards, which Kevin was right. If we had just done the pair of 9s and pair of aces, then we also could have had 20, and we would have had +4, and we would have had 10 extra points. But
it's not a big deal. We will survive with one less shell. So there's our payment, and now we have to build a slightly bigger block, and we have to go for 22 instead. My favorite is aces and 10s. We're really set on the 10s right now, so now we just need to discard some stuff. I mean, we could hypothetically play a 40, but it would crush us, most likely.
Do you like jacks or kings?
Let's go for some jacks. Let's keep the jacks. I feel like we'll be luckier with the jacks. And we'll discard the rest. And we're looking for aces, so 5s and 9s wouldn't be the absolute worst, but it's going to be a lot. You're going to keep the 2? Yeah, that's a good idea. Because we could play...
I'll hold the 2 in case we get a pair of 2s. All right, there's one ace.
I like this strategy. Okay, we got the 2s. Do you want to hold up? Do you want to discard more, or do you want to play 24? Let's just play 24. Save the discard.
Okay.
I bet you it'll be slightly. It might be slightly more points.
So we could have a full house, obviously, if we take the extra jack, but that would put us way more points than
don't play.
Not,
open the shop before we go on.
Okay.
Because there might be something we want to buy here. Random Popit and your layouts are disabled. Gain rewards if opponent loses. So I believe this is if the person that's above you in the board above that we can see, if they mess up, then we get a payout. I've had trouble having these hit before, so I think it's a lot of people don't lose at the low block numbers is the reason.
Yeah, exactly. 4 discards this block, gain 100 reward if the opponent loses. So we can buy these and hold on to these without using them.
That's true.
Then we have the block keepers. These are going to be multipliers. So we don't need the multipliers right now. This is part of the thing, right? Is that you don't want to go too high of a score. So when it comes to multipliers, you got to be careful about what multipliers you take, because sometimes that make certain hands inaccessible because it will give you too many points. Don't want to be buying too early. We only really want to buy if there is something that would increase the points that we're going to be getting, the money that we're going to be getting.
What about that one?
Defeat attack, lose 1 part of money and wallet destroyed after use. So this is this is to prevent the attack. So we could buy a defensive one, but again, I don't think most people are going to be attacking in the first couple of rounds. So. Then there are ones that can modify your deck, the Akinakis. Destroy lowest rank diamond cards in the deck. So this would just kill the lowest diamond card that we have. And turn first card into a spade. So if we want to start modifying our deck, we could do that now. But I don't know if you want to modify.
You can, or we can save the money. I mean, there's only so many.
We'll just do it just to see it go, you know.
Yep. And if there's
we're going to activate it,
star in the bottom left, that means it gets used 1 time. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. So we're going to watch this one go away after we. So we click on it to activate it, and we're going to see we end up 24 out of 2. So here goes our diamond. Goodbye. 2 of diamonds.
I've actually had it destroy a card in my hand and lose points and lose the run because of it. Have you had that happen before?
No, that's funny.
I thought the card would be safe because it was in my hand, but it's like, nope, that one's destroyed, and now you only have like a 1 pair instead of a 2 pair. And I was like, what? Just lots of little traps.
I didn't even think about that. All right, so the game's pretty simple in the first couple of rounds, right? How do I get 20? How do I get 22? How do I get 26? It will ramp up pretty quickly. In fact, I think they made it ramp up a bit slower than it used to.
This looks normal to me. Do you want to check shop first?
We got a pair of queens. We need to get 26, so let's keep the 3.
Just play 3 queens.
Could do that.
No, you don't want to?
But I want it perfect. I get more points this way per hell,
right,
yeah.
That's true. What about the shop, though? The shop!
We'll look at the shop next time. I'll look at the shop next time.
Okay, well, now we get 6 less cards to look at.
I want to get us to a point where we actually need the multipliers, you know?
Okay.
Because that's
you can do them earlier, but yeah. Somebody has a card. All right, we got 20
Multiply
shells.
1.1 times the rank of the lowest card in hand. Now, this is where, like, initially you're like, oh, this is just math, simple math. Like, how do I make 26 with the deck of cards? Like, that's easy. But then you start getting some multipliers in here like this one, and it actually becomes too hard to keep track of all of the math. And so you kind of have to guesstimate it at some point in time, which I think is the right idea for most progression of complexity in games, right?
Yeah, I like to avoid cards like that are small decimals because it makes the math a little bit harder. This one's kind of cool. Scored aces give plus 20 blue and add 1.5 multiplier each. That looks potentially good. Nice. However, that would mean that if we play one ace... Oh, you want the flush 5? Yeah, that's where you need 5 of the exact same cards. Or sorry. Yeah, 5 of the exact same cards, all the same suit. Which is... It's going to take forever to end up putting in. And even if you got it, you'd probably give yourself too many points anyway. So that one's a grief.
Yep. That one is I don't straight up just don't know how you would be able to utilize that one effectively. It would just be because it would just have to be for the perfect round that you would get it. Otherwise, as you said, you would end up too high. Adds 1.1 multiplier every 6 discards.
So you could slowly build it as the game continues.
Yeah.
It's spooky.
A 10 chance to create corruption card. We could try that one. Okay, so I like these ones. Yeah. This one, Kevin. I don't know how you feel about it, but I always like simple multipliers on pairs.
Yep, that looks good to me. So it's a 2 times multiplier. Did you mean to buy both?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, I think the aces one is a nice one.
It's good, but don't play aces this round because we're going to explode big time.
Yeah.
All right, we got an easy play right now. Just play queens. That'll give us 40 points. Because it's 20, it's multiplied by 2. Actually, it's not going to. It's going to triple it. Because when you buy the card, the first time it applies, it does a triple for some reason instead of just a double. So this is going to give us way too many points, I think. But it's probably still worth it. I can confirm that's how it works. Or at least I think that's how it works, and I would like to confirm now, is what I'm trying to say. Do you have to click the cards to play them up there? I've actually not done that before.
I think so. At least I always did.
All right, now it's making a separate one. See, it did a triple instead of a double. But only on the first turn you buy it. It's okay. It didn't penalize us that bad, though.
Yeah, we still got our 8 points. Didn't go into debt.
Spooky.
All right, let's see what this guy's got. 1 in 10 chance scored face cards give. Ooh, now that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some money generation right there. That's pretty nice. Mm-hmm. Re-trigger all scored cards 1 time. I also like that one.
That's cool.
Let's see what we got. No, we don't have what are these called again? Block managers. I need those gold block managers, man. If at least 3 suits in the layout. Yeah. Permanently multiply value of the first card and layout by 1.5. Scored next time. Multiply 5x score of pair permanently. All right, so this is an aberration card. So this is like a upgraded pair card. So we already had this. If we look at the info, we could see some of the multipliers that we have from. So now we have the pairs are always x2. And then I don't think it'll show me the aces here, but I think if I look at the...
Are you trying to look at your cards? Click the there you go.
Okay, so it doesn't actually say
how much they're worth,
plus 21, I think it's supposed to be now.
And each one gives a 1.5 times multiplier, so they're basically worth 30 points each. If I'm not mistaken. Or does it...
Or maybe it's because it hasn't actually activated yet.
I mean, I never click on those cards personally up there. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought they just always work no matter what.
Oh, we can see tournament participants.
Okay.
There's now a little icon for... No.
feel like
I'm good to keep playing. I meant on the leaderboards. If we see somebody with a little, there's going to
It's
be
like
a
a
little
trophy icon.
below their name. It indicates that they're in the tournament. So just keep an eye out for that. Yeah. So I'm down to take this, just because I think it's kind of value.
Isn't it going to be
The
a
upgraded
lot
pair.
of points though?
Yes, we'll just stay
Like
away
we
from
have to
pairs.
play. Okay.
Or maybe I'll just hold it and we'll see if it doesn't activate.
What did we play last turn? A pair or a 2-pair? Can you check the info?
We played 2 pair.
The main combos.
Two,
Yeah,
two
it
pair.
was pair. No, it was pair because it says X2 there.
Oh yeah, it was.
So if we play pair right now, we're gonna get 10,000 points, and our run is gonna be over. So that means we need to get to 50. We're supposed to get to 51 without any bonuses, and we can't do that. So we need aces because you can't get 50 points if you play 5 10s or something, or if you play a full house of 10s. That's only 50. So we have to use a multiplier here, or we lose. So
maybe there's something else. We could get a straight. Still got
a high
1.2.
You'd
have to.
It would work.
King.
What? Yeah, you could buy that, or we could start discarding to go for hands right now to try to get a straight first, and then decide whether or not to buy it. So I would discard all the low cards. Yeah. I mean, we're already pretty good. We need a jack, queen. Okay, we're the ace though. Wait. If we play the ace, it gets bonus points, right? If we include it in the straight.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
So you want to ace, king, queen?
Well, that's not straight. We're missing a jack. But if we do play it, it's probably way too many points. I think you're right that we should do a king to 9 straight, because that would give us, if we buy that other card and we get like 0.1 more points, that'll put us over 51 safely. So I think you're right. This is the correct discard. We just need a jack.
Where's my jack?
It's fine. We got lots of discards too. Going for the straight flush, huh?
Hell yeah. It's cooler that way. There's our jack. All right.
Oh wait, buy that card. You have to buy the straight card first.
Yeah. Where is it? Straight. All right. So I don't know if the order matters. I don't think so. But just to make sure,
on them,
I'll put this in front. I'll take it up. And
the order does impact it.
This goes off.
It's almost a perfect straight. Okay, that should be 50 points times the multiplier, 49. Oh, the pair thing scared me. That it just was using the one-time thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we did it.
One-time thing. Woo! And up the leaderboard we go.
All right, block 6. Our limit is 74. You want to just send it and do a pair of aces? See how many points we can get. All right, what about a pair of 4s? Could we? Let's do a little bit of math. Could we do this with a pair of 4s right now? Let's.
8 times 5 is 40.
But are there any other bonuses that we get? That's the straight. I guess it's not enough. So
maybe there's a score of 2 pairs permanently. So we could try for 2 pairs. That's pretty nice.
It's not too hard.
We can do the retrigger all scored cards one time. So an 8 would become 16, and then 16 times 5 is 80.
16 times 5, it is 80. That's perfect, actually. So you can buy that retrigger card, and we can play our pair of 4s right now, because that would give us 80 points, which is just slightly more than 74. Very reasonable amount. All right. Let's see if it works.
Hope this works.
4, 4. 2 more 4s, please. Thank you. Oh,
nice.
No. We made a mistake. It's over. We lost.
Oh, it's post multiplier. No.
Yeah.
See, that's the trial and error you got to do with this game. Yeah.
He ate. No. What's his name again? Just take a quick look on the lore.
Yeah,
here,
give me the lore, Kevin. What's his name?
That's the malicious block producer ate us again.
Oh, okay.
And thus we must start over.
Are you getting game
Alright.
sounds, by the way?
I am not.
See
I
if,
just hear the...
I will see if I can fix that real quick.
the nature
All
of
right.
sending your...
Might have some game sound. Yeah.
I don't hear anything yet, but it's fine. Play them kings.
Get them kings going. 20 points exactly. We're so good.
Extremely talented gamers over here. 11. Oh my god.
11. It's the perfect score.
That's a lot of shells. Can almost buy 2 things in the shop that will ruin our game with that much money. Alright, the 22. We got the pair of 2s. Just need a 10. You want to take a little poke at the shop first? See if
Yeah.
no,
We'll
keep the aces. Don't dish the aces, I feel like.
Okay. I won't. 21 multiplier for 4 of a kind. Don't think I need that.
Those ones look dangerous. 5 of a kind, of course.
Block limit increases by a factor of 1.5. That's a scary attack later on.
So does it affect
6x
your
for 3 of a kind?
opponents?
Yeah.
That one looks pretty. I like the 3 of a kind one. Looks pretty easy to do, relatively. The downside if we keep the ace though, so we're not discarding that much, but maybe we should have discarded the 3 of a kind. Times 6. 6 times 6.
6 times 6, 36.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
gonna
it's
be more
too
than that
much,
because
but...
remember the first time you played it always gives you an extra multiplier.
Oh yeah,
So it's gonna be
that's true.
4 times 6 or 7 times 6.
Okay.
You can just ditch the 2s and the 3s and the 7s if you want. We just need an ace and a face card, or you can keep them.
Would you say? Oh, ace and a face card. Okay.
Yeah, might as well. Let's just do the perfect. Alright, it's not looking good. Are you still troubleshooting the audio?
Yeah. Sorry, I think apparently
okay.
you were getting sound, or you're supposed to be getting sound. Now that's changed. So
Yeah, it never changed
put
for
it
me.
back to what it was.
I have the nice waiting music. It's elevator music.
Okay, so you wanted... See if we can get a face card and another ace. Okay, we got 2 kings. And we just need an ace.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay, wonderful.
Easy. I'm so good at producing the cards you want, Kevin.
Thank you. The perfect 22.
On the money. And then now we have the multiplier. So does that does that work? Does the fact that it happens twice, do you think that's still going to happen the first time we do a 3 of a kind?
No. It's
Okay.
one
It's just
when
when
it
you
gets
use the
absorbed, it does extra for some reason.
I got you.
Oh, you got to
Well,
go.
we almost have 3 queens.
Wait. What about the 3? If you play 3 queens, we lose. It's too many points. We still got to aim for 26. We can't play 3 of a kind yet. No. I say keep the 3, ditch the king.
Oh,
and the
you're
2.
right. I'm sorry. I forgot about the multiplier.
It would have been cool though.
All right, I got you. Which one?
A beautiful hand.
There's our 3 queens.
If we get it, no, with us we can't have that many aces. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. That looks right.
Where's our 3, man?
I don't know.
I'm gonna hold on to the 4. Maybe we get a 4.
Yeah. Okay. Everything but.
Oh no.
Only got 2 discards left.
There
Was it worth it for the lost shells? I don't know. For all the discards we did. Man, I want to send it so bad with the 3 of a kind, but it's not going to be worth it. So it looks like the base reward is about 6 shells, and you get one extra shell per discard you don't do. So we have to be there's definitely some trade-off here in what cards we play. All right, we got 36 now. If we play a pair of, if we play 3 5s, that's like 15 times what 3 is what our multiplier is, if I'm not mistaken. So that's gonna be 45 points. It's actually not that bad. Is the multiplier 3? Can you double check on that for the triple?
Yes.
Oh, it's times 6. Oh my god. Okay. Can't play the 5s. Unless we want to blow.
Check the shop real quick. Divide score by half.
All right, let me just do some quick
That's too much math for me.
5 times 3 times 6 is 90. So hypothetically, if it divides our score by half, it should put us at 45. We could buy that, get 3 5s, play it.
Add 15 score if a straight.
What's the Popit one in the upper left? What card was that? I don't recognize that one. Oh, it like
one random Popit
protects.
layout are disabled plus 100.
Gotcha.
All right, what are we going for here?
We could do a 2 pair of 10s. That'd be really easy. Or we could do 10s and 8s. That would be perfect. I'd say probably ditch the small stuff.
Game's freaking out on me. All right. We got an 8.
Probably ditch... you could keep the 10 or the 7. Or, sorry, the jack. Oh, we got it. Cool.
Okay, we got it. Easy.
Was there any shop stuff that we wanted to buy? Okay.
No.
Probably not. It's fine. We can save the money.
I felt like stuff in the shop was stuff that we can add in later, but I don't want it now because it just makes things messy.
It does.
All right, 51. So now we are going to be reliant on our multipliers. There's the 15 score of straight.
That looks too small to pay off to me.
2x multiplier while 16 or more enhanced cards are in deck. We do not have any enhanced cards yet, so not really useful for us. 1.2 multiplier of straight. There's the crazy flush 5. There's a crazy flush house. And 10 score if exactly 4 cards in layout. You want any of these?
You could also... I'm not sure. If you think they're good, that's fine. But you could also refresh. You could pay 1 shell to look at new cards. I think that's probably worth it.
We'll do that. And 20% of sell value of all Popits to multiplier.
Oh, so the sell value for them is 3 each usually. So if you had 5, hypothetically, we're talking about 15. It's like a 1.5 times multiplier if you have 5 Popits. So we could buy it, but the numbers are going to be weird.
Yeah,
destroy cards.
I don't like weird numbers. Permanently multi-value of the first card in layout by 1.5. Score next time. No. Retrigger first scored card 1 time. That might be nice.
That's going to be hard to keep track
1.1 multiplier for every jack discarded. That's hard to keep track of. I don't like that. Add 20 score per ace in deck.
I think that one's pretty good because it's like it's a consistent base.
That's the best one. You can't get more consistent than that.
That's the best card. I genuinely think this is the best early game card in the game. It just gives you 60 points. So now our next couple of runs, we play this 3. Just get it over with. Just play a 3. You just
I
get
haven't used this
to
one
the base. Oh, really? It's so good, dude. It just makes it easy. It makes the math easier too.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen other
I
people
feel
buy
like
that
I'm
one too.
cheating.
Yes, it's the simplest one. All right, so now we have to subtract our limit from that number we just got. So the points that we're aiming for is 14, basically, because 74 minus 60 is 14. So now we need to make a hand of 14. We need to make a hand of 14 with our cards played. All right, you need to reconnect the thing.
Sorry, I gotta restart real quick.
Trying to fix the audio issues here. So, best way to make 14, pair of 7s. And other than that, you could do like what? Pair of 4s, pair of 3s. Well, pair of 7s is probably the simplest. Just need 2 cards. Don't need to pair of 10s, pair of 2s. Something like that. And as the points get higher, that plus 60 will probably keep it in our deck for the Popits, but there's probably better multipliers. But like those base value ones, like the ace, it just makes the game easier because it shaves off a lot of points. The multipliers tend to make things messy. It's easier to make math mistakes, I feel like, because you could undervalue the combinations that are going to get played, and all of a sudden your points are like 200 instead of 50, and you lose 8,000 shells. Gets kind of wild.
All right, so on this, do you want me to discard the middle trash and keep the pair of 2s and the king and jack? Is that what it was?
I mean, we just need a pair of 7s. Is the easiest if we can get there. Or you could keep the 2s if you want, because then we could have a 2-pair out. Because if you get a pair of 2s, we could also get a pair of 5s. Because pair of 2s is 4, pair of 5s is 10, and again we're aiming for 14. 14 plus 60
All right,
gives
I got
us our beautiful
pair of
block
6s
number.
and pair of 2s, so it's not pair of 5s, but
You could. That's fine. That's 12 plus 4, so 16 instead of 14. That's totally fine. We're going to be over by 2
off in exchange for keeping all the discards. Sounds good.
Yep. Let's before you play our glorious hand, though, let's get that video fixed.
Okay. Wonder why it's not working.
When I walked the dog earlier, I had this music stuck in my head. It was just in me. I was like, oh, it's pleasant, just having a little background noise. Going day to day.
Try this.
Fingers crossed. You didn't play the hand yet, right?
I may have hit the button. I got excited.
Oh. Damn.
It's okay. You'll see the receipt.
Okay, good.
We got 10. We got a good amount of shells.
10 shells. That's not bad.
Nice. We've got 400 viewers on Twitter right now.
400? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Maybe we should stream on Twitter more often. I think I only know one other person that streams on Twitter. Was it technically
Is
difficult?
It Tasteless?
Tasteless?
I know
Yeah,
Tasteless
it's
does it all the time.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, I guess. We have a lot of followers there, so.
Is it not working?
Weird, the link's not working.
Oh, I think I shared the wrong link is probably what it was.
You just reshared the
I shared the wrong link. That was my bad.
You just reshared the exact same link, though.
No. It's view instead of push.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That little wording difference should make all the difference.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Thanks for sitting with us through that. Sorry, guys.
Nice.
10 shells. Glorious. 60 plus
10 shells. Easy.
16. Okay. So that's going to put us at block 6, right? Yep. All right, we're aiming for 105 points. We got 60, so we need a hand of 45, or we can check the shop. No matter what hand we play, we just need 45 points out of it. So if we get some multiplier, we're getting a 45. We could get that one, and we could divide 45 by 1.5 if we want to do that.
So that's 90. We would just need 8, like a pair of 2s or something.
We would need a hand that scores us 30 on paper, because it'll get multiplied by 1.5. So we could play a 30 hand. It could be 3 tens.
The 60 isn't affected by multipliers?
Correct. The 60 just comes off the top. So we subtract 105 by 60. Then we're multiplying. So if you want to, I think that 1.5 multi is a great buy. That's really consistent. We can account for that every single time. Should be A-okay.
Sorry, what do you want? 1.5?
Yeah, let's buy that 1.5. I feel like no matter what, it's going to be useful. Maybe we can do a re-roll as well. We've got tons of money. We're just looking for good cards, basically.
There's a 1.5 on high card. Early.
I worry that we won't be able to get enough points, though, because our numbers are going to start scaling up a lot. And it's hard to get a lot of points with just one card, I feel like. We could destroy a card. Okay, let's do that.
You want to destroy one of the low ranks? Or do you want to enhance?
Let's do both. We got 35 shells, and we're about to lose anyways because we're bad.
We're rich. That's true. That's also true.
Oh, we got a gold card.
Oh, yeah. Destroy 5 random cards from deck not in layout. Add 10 to the reward. We're taking that for sure. Each haste held in hand adds 2 multiplier. +2 multiplier.
What is +2 versus multiply 2? What does that mean? I don't know what the difference of that is. It's a little bit confusing to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Quite sure. There's also a 10 card too, so it must be enhanced in some way. It's like a more powerful version of itself.
Oh, may have killed it. 1 second. I got it. Yeah, I don't know how that one works. 1.2 multiplier of 3 of a kind.
Dude, that one's crazy. 16 times. Let's buy it.
16 times.
Why not?
Okay.
Oh, wait, we don't have space for 2 cards. Oh, you can. Oh, I didn't know you could have more than 5. Good to know.
Yeah, I think you just have to use them on this turn.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, we're aiming for 30 points. It cannot be a 3 of a kind or we explode. That's what we're aiming for. We need a hand of 30. 2 4s would be 8. So that's not enough. So we need a pair that's like 5s and 10s would be the easiest.
Okay.
Let's do 5s and 10s. Yeah, perfect. Don't trust the 10, huh?
Nah.
Damn you.
See,
right.
I told you, don't trust the 10.
Never trust the 10s.
All right.
And ditch the 3 too. We don't need that 3.
What am I ditching?
The 3 as well, because you should dish 5 cards. So we just need 5s and queens.
Okay.
I believe that should be enough points if we get the 5. All right, cool. All right. So 30 points times 1.5 is 45, and then we get 60 added. So that should be good. And then there's going to be a bunch of cards changing. And then later on, when we get a 3 of a kind, I don't think you have to do that, but again, I don't know what the point of clicking them does. I don't think it does anything.
Okay.
They just work. All right, this should be 1.5 multiplier. It multiplies the 60? How are we supposed to know that? What?
Well, I mean, better have too many points than too little. All right, we lost a bunch of low cards. Could be interesting.
That's good. We got 10 shells from this too. Maybe it's because of the order. I bet we had to put the 1.5 times to the left of the plus 60 or something.
Yeah. Well, 17 shells. That's pretty good.
It's not too bad.
Oh, yeah. He's got the plus 60 to score, too.
It's just really safe. Face cards add multiplier.
Face cards add 1.1 multiplier. No discards remain. Add 100 to the score. I like that.
That would be really... we could do that right
100
now.
if we need it.
We could discard all of our cards, and we would get 160 minimum.
Yeah. That's all right. Let's just do that then.
Oh, what's the gold one?
Oh, wait. Earn 1 if the hand is a high card combo type.
We're about to play a
Changes
high
every
card
block.
combo. Let's do it.
Okay.
It'll give us
All
one
right.
gold.
So I'm just I'm discarding.
Just
I don't
play
want to keep an ace, right?
Why an ace? Oh, because one point.
We want as few points as possible. All right. There's our ace. So we discard and discard and discard. And
downside is
rather
we're-
discard.
We're losing a lot of shells doing this, but if it, advances us, it's not bad. This should be multiplied. Oh, we messed up again.
Oh yeah, you
Because
wanted
it
me to
got
change
multiplied.
the.
Yeah, we need to change the order. I think.
Okay.
I think the multiplier will go on our hand instead of the plus 60. Although we could also just abuse it to multiply, right? Like we could put the multiplier to the right of that one. Is it going to multiply to 100 or is it going to be
plus 1.5 multiplier? So it's 240, the base of every score.
probably? Let me see if we can do the math. If we do 150 plus 60, if we put it, all right, if we put the 100 one all the way to the left, and then we put the 1.5 times next to it, and then we put the plus 60 to the right of that. Does that make sense? Because we're going to multiply the 100 to be 150. So move the multiplier one more to the left.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Move over. There it goes.
So
Okay.
now,
This is what you wanted.
that should be 150 plus 60.
1.5 plus 60. And
How's
what
our
is
gold
this one
card?
right now? It is a flush 5 combo. We're not getting a flush 5 combo.
Come on. All right, cool. So you can just play a 3 then. Oh wait, no, we have to discard a lot. Yeah, or we die.
Yeah, we have the discard. Discard. There's our ace that we're going to use. Discard. All right. Let's see the magic work. 100, 1.5, plus the 60
worked.
afterwards. Okay, so the order does work out perfectly. 211 out of 202. We get the base reward. Not bad.
All right, so that
We're
puts
just
us up
cruising
to
up the ranks now.
We're at 10 now. All right, we need 270. So 160 times 1.5. That should be 2. Oops, I did the math wrong. Sorry. 160 times 1.5 is 240. What do we need? 270. Okay. So does that mean we need a hand of 30? Is that crazy?
Yes, we need a hand of 30, correct. Multiply 3x score of 2 pairs permanently.
Seems okay.
Destroy 1 random card in deck. Add 1 ace with random/no effects. We have our ace thing, right?
I don't think we have an ace.
This
thing.
it was.
No. That was
Oh,
a
was that
different
last round?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's not worth.
Oh, that one was good.
Add +1. This one?
Yep. You have 2 cards selected right now, by the way, if you didn't notice.
Yeah. You don't.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, so now we get an extra 52. So that means our bases are the blue cards that we have are 100, 52, and 60. Is that correct?
Yeah. 100.
So we haven't deleted a card yet.
Yeah.
So that's 212.
No. We did. We deleted.
Oh, 1 card. So it's 51. So we can definitely get over the required.
No, we deleted like 5 cards from one of the effects earlier. So
well, there should be.
Where's our total? Is this our total?
So there should be 12 cards.
Or no, this is our total. 46.
That's 46. Okay. What's our block limit again? What are we aiming for?
270.
270. Okay. So let's just get over there with the multipliers. Let's abuse the multipliers. And you said 40. How many cards do we have? 42.
Clicking in the wrong spot. I
46,
believe it's 46.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to find 100 plus 46 times 1.5 plus 60. Oh, that works out good. Okay. So 100. Basically do the 100 one first, and then the score per card one next, and then the multiplier next, and then the 60 at the end.
Okay.
So that should be 146 times 1.5, which is 219, plus 60, which will give us 279 plus whatever's in whatever we play in the hand.
All right.
So you just got to discard your cards now, and we're good to go.
Give me my ace.
Play our little ace.
Okay, there's a 2. There's the ace. There's our ace. All right. $1.5 to 80. Perfect math. And we got an upgrade from the 2 pairs for the future.
One downside is we're not making good shells anymore because we have to discard all of our cards. Perfect. Oh, this guy's in a tournament above us. You see him?
Oh, yeah. He's got an attack card.
Does that mean
random Popits in layout are disabled, plus 100 rewards if the opponent loses.
What are his other cards?
Oh, I'm looking. I'm spectating him right now. That's cool.
Is that his mouse?
No, this is my mouse, but the stuff is moving automatically, so we can see what he's doing. So he's doing a similar strat to us, and he went way over. But he kept all his discards.
Fine.
So,
does it say how many shells he got?
Oh, he still got 10 for keeping all the discards. That's worth.
Gotcha.
Exit spectator.
Interesting.
That was cool. I just clicked on him and it just took me straight to.
Yeah, that was nice. All right, we're aiming for 352. So I'm gonna do 146 plus 60. So that's if we put all of our blue cards to the left. That's 206 times 1.5 is 309. So
309? Okay.
So that means 352 minus 309 is 43. So if we play a hand of 43, then we will be perfect.
Okay. We can go for
or we buy something else.
Or we've got some sort of flush setup. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. What's our thing right now? Straight flush. Probably not doing that.
Yeah.
Multiply 8x score of straight permanently. 8x is a little hard to keep track of. We could try that. ×2 multiplier if all discards are used. Question is, do we want to keep on this discard strat we got going?
I mean, it's a lot of blue points.
It's an easy way for us to climb, but
yeah,
we're not banking much. ×2 multiplier if hand has all 4 suits. Scored diamond earn +1 each.
We should buy that and sell the other one. The other one at most gives us 1 gold per turn. Well, you could keep it, I guess, but it's not very good.
Yeah,
I'm okay if you sell it, to be honest. We could also reroll.
Do you want the discard one?
Oh, that one. It's very synergistic for sure. We should buy it, I think, and then maybe place it in our stack so it doesn't screw us early. You know, like all right. We can do some simple math. Basically, you can multiply the 100 right off the bat. Would be the most obvious thing. So that would give us 200. And then the remainder is a 46 plus a 60, which is a 106, times 1.5 is 159. So yeah, that's basically our hand, actually. So yeah, you're going to multiply the 100 by 2, and then you're going to add the cards in hand one and the plus 61, and those are going to get multiplied by 1.5. And then we need a low card, yeah. So just play discard cards and play
the 1.5 also multiplying this, the first
I don't think so. Because when you add new blues, I think it makes a second column. That's what we were doing before. Or
Right.
It makes like a separate number.
Okay, so we just need this. We're back to the low card ace.
Yeah.
Okay. We discard everything to actually make sure we get our multipliers. And here we go.
Looks right. Oh, we went way over. What did we do wrong?
Yeah, I think the 1.5 applied to the entire thing.
Did it?
Okay, so if no discards 100, the score 101, then that was multiplied by 2, 202, and then it added the 46.
You're right.
And then it added the
did do
60, and then it did the 1.5.
Okay. So maybe we need to put the 1.5 earlier.
We also got to remember to
could
keep
put it-
diamonds. I should have fished for a diamond ace.
Oh, that's true. Well, we didn't die, at least.
True.
Is that you, Bed Joe? Oh no, that's somebody else. Where's our card? Did you click spectate?
I think it's loading. No, I'm gonna try and spectate on somebody to reset it, maybe, but it's
Maybe they had to kill our run because we were doing too good. They didn't want us to knock
true.
the tournament winners out. Would have been really
I
embarrassing.
feel like
for
the
them.
casters. The casters can't compete. That's a conflict of interest.
It would
you
be.
know?
Yeah, big time. Right when we finally started getting good at the game. Just need a little calculator.
Maybe I can go to
and
menu.
you're all good.
I might need to restart.
I mean, we could start
Might need to
spectating too if
restart.
you want. If you want to go start spectating.
I mean, I
instead of
tried.
playing.
I'm kind of nothing's really going.
Okay. No, I just mean like if we want to abandon our current run so we don't embarrass anybody else, then we can just begin spectating the people that are actually in the tournament. Start absorbing their knowledge, their Popit knowledge. The one guy that we did see play his hand, it seemed very much like he was doing a similar strat. That the hand he played didn't matter. It was about the multipliers and the order of them.
Yeah.
That
And
basically
he constructed
guaranteed
it
that-
better than us, so he could keep his discards.
Yes. So he was getting extra shells per round that we were not. We were only getting like 6 or something, whereas he's getting like a fat 10 plus, which is going to make him better able to like cycle his deck and keep his multipliers going. But yeah, a little blue from the Popits and a little multipliers definitely goes a long way. The hands are a little bit less important, I would say, is what seems to be the case, because I don't know, like crafting a perfect hand to get some multiplier matters in the early rounds, but in those later ones, it's really just about the gigantic numbers. Maybe like the hand type later will matter when the numbers get big enough, but at the point that we are at there, even like what 13 blocks in, it's really just still about the cards that are in your hand. So I think refreshing the shop is going to be really, really important at basically all stages, because just seeing more Popits to make your numbers look good is really important, I think.
So I am looking at the leaderboard right now. Didn't see a way to spectate them.
I think it was when you... Wasn't it from the login? I think there was a spectator mode, if I'm not mistaken. No, maybe not. Because you either log in or...
Oh, we can go back to our run.
Oh, there's a person right there. Mr. Junkie, I just saw him. Oh, he's probably at the top. Oh, there's a couple actually around us.
Person. Let's look at this person. We can
Okay.
look at them for a little while. We'll just follow this guy for a little bit. See what happens.
Sounds good.
All right, so he has plus 60 plus the cards in deck. 1 in 2 chance scored face cards give a reward. That's pretty decent. 35 score of flush permanently, so he's gearing up for the late game. Oh, now he swapped in the multiply 8x score of 2 pairs permanently, so he's going to be working off of... Oh, the cards are
His
getting
deck looks funny. Yeah. It's like he can't hold all the cards in his hand at the same time.
He had a flush 5. Really?
That I don't believe. That's a bug. Just a little spectating bug, I'm sure.
I feel like that's a bug too.
He's probably doing his math right. So he's got basically 100 blue points from his 2 block keepers, or whichever ones they are. So he's going to be aiming for a hand of around 350. If he's got a 2 times score, all right, 8 times, is that was? 350 divided
8
by
times
8
for 2 pairs. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 43.75 hand for a 2 pair, which is a little bit low, but it's going to give him a 9 times on the first hand. So it means he needs a 38.8 hand. So he could play 2 pairs of 10s or 2 pairs, jacks and queens or whatever, and he should have enough points.
Sure.
So maybe he does something like that.
Working off of 10s is always the easiest. Both for multiplying and for just for the sake of it's easy to get, because you can get off kings, queens, jacks, or 10s.
Yep, exactly. The flush times 35 though, that does look pretty good as well. It's appealing.
Yeah, it looks like it's bugged out. Restart again. All right, we may not be able to spectate for a bit. It worked really flawlessly the first time.
The first time, yeah, that was cool. You accidentally clicked on it, but it was interesting.
Okay, there's another tournament person next to us. We could try it again. You want to try it again?
What's that? Yeah, sure.
Loading.
There's a lot of them, actually.
All right. Hands off the keyboard, just to make sure it works. All right, well, I'll tell you what's going on. He is working off, I believe he's going flushes. Yeah, he's working off of flushes. So he's keeping diamonds. Each ace in hand earns him just a little extra cash. So that's pretty nice. He's got working off of flushes as well.
He's got the divide, surprisingly.
This build does mean, I think the problem with the flushes is you probably have to, unless you're really able to modify your deck a lot, you're going to have to use a lot of discards, which is going to limit the money you're going to be able to rack up.
That's a good point.
But it's also probably better for late game, I think. We bought the discard divide score by half. That's actually pretty nice to have, I guess, because you could just sell it like.
He has flush times 35.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get his number.
You do need to divide that on by half, that's for sure.
Wow, that could have been way higher.
Yeah, you went way high.
So he lost 5 shells because of overdraft. So he only made 1 total. What's that? Oh no, he's being attacked.
Yeah, somebody got attacked. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
I think
that's
we followed
us.
Our guy.
We got attacked. I think.
Oh, is that what happened?
Maybe.
All right.
I saw 2 of our cards blocked out. It's okay. We don't matter. We'll tank it.
Yeah, we'll take it. All right, so he's still working off of the same. I wonder if there's a way. I wonder if he's done with the shop, if I can take a look at the modifiers he's put into his deck. He did another. Is this another 35x that he's taking?
Oh, yeah, it is. He's playing a 2-pair. He's confident on his points. Is this the same person? Ooh. Oh, he did the math.
He did the math.
There's a 1.5 times after the divide by 2. Okay. That looked better. Yeah, those are the 2 things that are on us, I think. I'm not sure, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or it's on him. All right, so let... Okay, I can't look at his deck. I think I can only look at it if he pulls it up. I think we're just seeing his perspective. So if he pulls up his deck or anything like that, then maybe it works.
He's moving his cards around a little bit to organize. And just playing 2 pairs for now while his point totals are still kind of lower, it looks like. There's so much math happening that it scares me. I'm like worried for him to just blow the number out of the water or something like that.
I mean, he seems to be able to take it pretty quickly.
Yeah. I guess it's easier when you have a divide by 2 and then a multiply by 1.5. It's not. It almost offsets itself. Yeah. Now he's doing some discarding, looking for some kind of a pair here, checking his shop. It seems like he's just bloating his deck with multiplier bonuses is what he's aiming for, while he just keeps his really safe base. Yeah, he got another flush multiplier there, I believe. The balloon one, I think, is the flush multiplier one. So that's going to make him really safe later on if he needs to get gigantic point totals. But man, he's getting so many of them. Like, I don't even think he can play it a single time or he's going to lose shells for the rest of the run. Seems kind of dangerous to me.
It's so funny watching his score go up, 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 and then down, and he keeps on ending up at... Okay, so we're rewatching his previous run over and over again, right?
We were? Is that what happened? Oh, that makes sense.
I think so.
Why he kept playing the same card.
Yeah, he was looking at the same thing.
Glad
so
you figured that out.
I think now, okay, so I figure out what's going on. So now we're looking at his previous run when he was at 202 rather than 240.
Okay. Because you pressed the back arrow, I see.
Yes. I don't want to watch him anymore.
Your name's G-Book now? I didn't know. You should have told me.
I've changed names. No, I don't want to keep watching him.
We locked in once we click on it. Right, he keeps playing the exact same cards. Keeps getting his flush bonus.
We're back to Groundhog's Day.
All right.
All right, exit spectator. We're out. All right, so once the round is done, then we can exit. So we can go back to our hand. Okay. So we have been attacked a couple of times while we are spectating. So we now no longer have our extra from diamonds, and we also no longer have our +1 per card in deck.
Okay. I think we can work with this. We need 400 points though, right? So what's the total of our blue cards that exist right now?
So we could do 160 and then multiply that by 2 and then by another 1.5.
Okay. So 160 times 2 is 320. And then times 1.5 is 480. Send it. I'm into that. I think that'll be completely fine.
What am I doing?
You're playing a 2 or an ace. Yeah, just play. Well, you got to discard first, but yeah. No, don't do it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about discarding.
We discard 5 and then we play, and it should give us 480 points. And then that guy's attack was wasted, and he doesn't get any extra points.
Fool. How dare you attack us?
We could have gotten, we needed to play an ace. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking diamonds, but that one got
diamonds.
blocked, so
yeah, but it was blocked out. We're good. Hooray!
Okay, it did work correctly. So are you getting game audio and just not us? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting game audio, but...
Okay, for some reason it's not going through your program that you're sending.
Yeah, I can change that. I thought we were getting it before, or at least they were getting it before.
Mm. It's okay, I like the airplane music the whole time. I'm happy. Man, I've never been able to height 13 before. All right, we got all our cards back, which means we can add... We need 569, so I'm going to redo the math, but I'm going to add the extra 46, I believe it was. So it's 100 plus 60 plus 46. That's 206 times 3 is 618. So we'd go pretty over. So that means we should remove one of those. What about 160 times 3? That's 480 plus 46. That would put us really short. I mean, we can get to... Wait, 618 is not that bad. We're only over by like 50. That seems like kind of okay. I could see that working maybe. Or we could actually play a fat hand for once. Or we could play some like multiplier one. Some like 2-pair or full house or whatever our multipliers were from the previous rounds. Those would work too.
All right, what am I doing here?
We got to get them 560 points. If you add up all the blue in our hand and you multiply it by the 3 that we have with our 2 multiplier and our 1.5 multiplier, that gives us 618 with an ace. So we could do that if you're comfortable. If you think 50 is not too much over,
I'm fine with that.
But it's up to you. Let's search for a diamond ace so we can get a free shell.
Yeah, sure. Okay, diamond ace, diamond jack,
or 2.
Okay,
I would take a 2 as well. If I'm not doing my math incorrectly, I think this is going to put us at like 600.
I always trust your math, Kevin. There's one thing I trust from you, it's your math.
You know who's very good at math is BSJ. That guy's mental math is crazy good. He like gets answers like before I'm like halfway thinking through the math. Like my mental math's okay. His is like amazing. All right, that about checks out. I was over by... It's pretty close. I was off by like 8. I don't know where that 8 came from. Not important. All right, we're about to win the tournament here with this run, of course. Just tanking all of the attacks. All right, we need 700 points. So now we can actually play like a real hand if we want, I think. Because we just got like a 624. What's our combos for hands right now in our info?
Our info. So we have times 16 for 3 of a kind. 3 pairs times 3.
Okay.
And that's it.
So if that base is 618, then we're looking at 706 with if we keep it exactly the same minus 618. That means we need to make 88 points to be perfect. So we could do that with a 3 of a kind.
Very doable with 2 pair.
Or a 2 pair. Yep. Is it doable 2 pair? It's 2 times 3. Okay, a 2 pair if we get what, 30 points? So we need a 30-point 2 pair would be the easiest. So let's do that. So that would be 10s and 5s or something else in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle. We'll get rid of 4.
Sure, that looks good. You don't trust the 7s and the 9s? Okay, that works. 2s is 4, so 2s definitely don't work.
No. All right,
okay,
we got our 10s at least. So that is what, 34 points times 3, that's 102.
Yeah, that's not bad. We'd be over by like 14 or 16 or something. Do you want to just keep
we still have to
discarding?
use all our discards anyway.
Yeah, yep. Exactly.
So we might as well fish for either a 6 or a 5.
Or you could play 3 jacks and blast our shells to the moon.
To the moon. I mean, there probably is some more efficient play where we ignore our discards and we 30 times 16.
30 times 16 is 480 points.
480 points times 1.5.
Does it get multiplied by 1.5? Or is that just do the blue cards, do the blue poppets get multiplied by 1.5? I think the hand you play gets multiplied different, doesn't it? Because once you add blue cards, it seems to make it like a separate calculation. It's like, here's your hand you played times this, and then now here's the plus blue that you got. If we put the multipliers to the far left...
We'll stick with the discard. We'll stick with the discard play.
Okay.
Just so it's easier. And... fishing for that 6. Okay, we got the 6. Slightly more efficient.
Cool. Yeah, slightly less points, so we don't go over as much. All right. We only got 1 diamond, but good enough. Times 3, because that's the multiplier. See, now it's adding their separate math. All the multipliers are going on the second blue number. So we're not multiplying the first one. We went over by a decent amount, but must have done something wrong.
I think the whole thing is still multiplied.
Yeah,
by
you're right, it is. Yeah, you're right, it is. Okay. That means if we play like a 3 of a kind, we're going to get insane points.
That is true.
I want to do it, but then we will die, is the problem.
All right, 863. So there is a world where, okay, we should at some point in time try and transition to the 3 of a kind, I think.
It's going to be so much points with our multipliers.
All right, let's look at the 8x, 8. 2 pairs.
I think that's worth it. Should buy that one. What's this 21? Holy crap.
20x score of 3 of a kind.
Buy it, dude.
Buy it?
Buy that one. Yes. Our 3 of a kind is
we don't have the
cracked out. Maybe
we don't have the money?
Space.
Oh, we don't have the space.
Sell the gold one.
What are we getting rid of? Okay.
It's like $2 or something.
There we go. Sell. There we go.
Hell
okay.
Yeah. Bro, play a 3 of a kind right now. I dare you.
we would go so over. I mean, we would be able to do it.
Yeah, put it all the way to the left.
If we didn't do the
and play
discard, we wouldn't go that far, right?
No, it's gonna. Well, yeah, you're right. Like the discard would times to it. I just want to see how big it gets.
Okay. Well, I'm going for 3 10s.
Okay. 3 aces.
3 aces.
I'm into it.
Are we sure this is enough?
Oh, to get enough points? I mean,
Yeah.
it is a lower base level or base number. That's true. You gotta move the 3 of a kind all the way to the left. I think the new multiplier one, because it might score it after the other multipliers if we do it like this.
Okay.
Oh, you're worried it's not gonna be enough points, is what you're saying? Yeah, it's kind of low. It's only a 3. We could have like 30 or something. It's like literally 10 times less points. I could try to do the math though if you want. Because it's times 16 right now, and we're about to get a times 26 on it. Does that add 26 to 16, or is it probably does, right?
26 to the probably.
Probably just adds it, correct? And the other points were around what? 600 or something.
The other points were, I mean, this without the discards. I'm saying without the discards. Because we would have, oh God, where did I go? We would have 10 something. 10 something. I don't think the 26 works for. Okay.
For what?
For the extra points that we get, I think that's just the stuff in hand, right?
The 26 multiplier? I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. It's only going to work for the stuff in hand, but it will be multiplied later by those other multipliers, so it could be really, really high. Because I think we have about 50 multiplier times for the 3 of a kind, I believe, right now. That would get doubled, so it's like 30 times 100, basically. We get like a 3,000 point hand at least, I think, if we played 3 10s. If I'm not mistaken. 30 times 50 is 1,500 times 2, yeah, 3,000. Plus the other like 500 or something. If we play that, they're going to take all of our shells away and they're going to tell us to die, is what's going to happen. But what if our multiplier is so good that we just play 3 of a kinds for like 10 rounds straight without losing, you know? Because once we get those, like, who needs shells when you got a 50 multiplier on 3 of a kinds, you know?
Yeah.
Seems kind of, we can get pretty up there, I feel like. But obviously in the late game, as it goes higher and higher, the points we need goes up, and eventually we would lose because we would stop generating money and stop having the control to be able to increase the amount of points we can get. But it'd be fun to set a little personal record, but I don't think that's necessarily going to like get us deep on the leaderboards. But what all these top players are doing right now, again, if you guys have missed the start of this, they are playing for a bunch of prize money today, and they are trying to get as high as they can. Right now we're at height 15 of our blocks, and whoever gets the highest block in this couple hour period is going to get the highest payout. So all these players are trying to rush through their runs as fast as they can. If they lose a run, they have to start over and they have to try to build up again. So there's something to be said about patience, but there's also something to be said about speed here, because you need to get your blocks really, really high to get the payout for the day. So what do you want to do, Cap? Do you want to just try to just try and
spectate somebody.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. He's playing 3 of a kind. He knows it's good.
3 of a kind times 16. Let's go.
Interesting discarding. He's aiming for jacks or something, or it froze. Man, his hand looked is very similar to ours. He has a lot of the same poppets. He's going 3 of a kinds, right? And discards. He's got that times 2 multiplier discard poppet. Oh,
1.5 for each owned poppet. That's interesting.
yeah. There's the discards used. Oh, that one would be good on us, huh? We've been discarding like what 5 every single round. So every round it's going to go up by like 1.1.
He just has a base +1.
What was the base one?
He just gets an extra point every round.
Oh, okay. Pretty simple, but it works.
Yeah, don't have to be reliant on. It seems like the spectating bugs out.
It's too bad. It's close to working.
Yeah, so we might not be able to spectate. If I could be able to reset, maybe this will no.
It shows like his.
Unfortunately.
It's like it looked like that was that his name on the login?
Yeah, it's his name.
Gotcha. I see. Okay, well, do you want to go back to playing then? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we probably have to. See,
I both.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
See if the leaderboard. I was hoping to be able to watch whoever's in first place. But I don't think we could do that from the leaderboard.
We'd have to be getting closer to where he is in the blocks, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
To be able to spectate. We can see their little goofy names, though. They're not as cool as esport names. They're all these like jumbles of characters. It's like typical username stuff. Why can't somebody's name just be like Fear Darkness, you know? That's what would scare me. Someone playing Popit Games with the name Fear Darkness. I'd be spooked. I wouldn't want him to attack me.
You know what's funny? I showed Avo this game. He said he was going to compete in the tournament. I don't think he actually ended up doing it, but...
I'm sure he would have had a goofy name, too. Mr. Avo Plus. Yeah. No one's afraid of that.
All right, we should be back.
Cool. So we have a dilemma here. We can send it for the fun and get a lot of points until we die.
Yeah.
And which happens when we do die, we're gonna have to start back over playing 2 10s. But I want to see how big those numbers can get. That's too fun. So I say get these aces out of here. We're not gonna play aces. We're going to play 10s only.
10s only? Are we going for two pairs?
I thought we were playing 3 of a kind.
Oh, 3 of a kind 10. Okay.
Yeah, let's get that 10 times multiplier. I hope we get one. Okay, good.
There we go. All right.
All right, wait. You got to discard one more before you play it. Did you spectate somebody just now? What happened?
No, it just kicked me out. That's all.
Okay.
No diamonds. Oh, we got rid of that card anyway.
All right, we're going to get the plus 17 here any second, I think. Oh, we didn't move it to the left. Shit. We forgot to move it to the left. All right, it added 10 to it. Now here's the second version of it. Oh shit, I just saw the number. Oh, we only lost 9? That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's really not bad. We had to pay them back because we took a loan out. We made our block way too big.
Yeah,
We're at -3
we're
now.
at -3 at the end. That's not bad.
That could have been way worse. All right, now we need 1,000 points. What did we get? 3,000 before with 30 points. So
Yeah.
if we play a triple that's like a third of the points, we should be fine, right? 3 of a kind, 3s or 4s will probably be all right. I feel like. I think
Twos
we lose on
are
twos.
too low.
Maybe not, actually, because a lot of our points are static. Like that, we're getting those blue points that are multiplied above. I would gamble my Popit Games career on some 3s.
We got a straight. Oh, just a random straight.
Straight's not going to give us what we need. Oh my god, we're going to lose. All right, this is our last
No.
discard. I think, wait, all right, well. All right, we lost. GG.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say choose the 2s or the 3s there, discard one of them because we needed a higher chance, but
We still have ×8. I don't think that's gonna get us to our 1,000, but
all right, we'll try it. Send it. Maybe it'll work.
it's okay. We don't like this run anyway. It was based around discords. It's just losing too much money.
We got kind of
We got close. We got close.
We're wasted. Okay, and that was our run. That was the best run I've ever had, even though you clicked all the buttons. Oh my god, you got it. Loser.
I think that's new. I think they added that.
They did, yeah. That wasn't there the first time I played. Some spelling needed, but we've been eaten by. Let me just double check his name again. The malicious block producer.
He's a real son of a bitch, that malicious block producer.
Yeah. I hate when he eats us. Just because we're not doing a good enough job. He's like a mean boss. Just beats us when he's unhappy. Cap, I just wanted to see you're playing really good right now. You're doing it. Wait.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I thought the Q was an ace. Wonderful.
I've
My
learned
favorite
from the
hand,
best.
Thank you. The aces and the 10s. It's beautiful.
I really need to
once
check
you know
the
what to look
shop.
for. Yeah, that's true.
I keep forgetting that I could just be getting something that is giving me free points.
Or money. Yeah, free shells.
All right, what do we got?
Might as well take it. First chords.
Actually, I want to see
change-
I want to start seeing these enhanced cards.
That one is
Changes every block, huh?
yeah.
I don't like these.
Those those static ones are so low payoff compared to like the one-time use, right?
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah.
$1.1 for every jack discarded. No. Destroy one random card in deck, add one numbered card. No. Okay. I think I just want that.
I think you're making the right choice. 26. Oh, we got 3 6s and we got a full house. What's that? 18 plus 10? Oh my god.
28?
They
Oh.
just gave it to us. They just gave it
Perfect.
to us.
It
It won't score the 3 of a kind. We're safe.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Hooray.
Popit Games, for blessing us with bonus discards. This is... What is that supposed to do? That Popit that we have?
I think I gotta activate it. It enhances cards.
Okay.
So we'll enhance a. Wait, did it get used?
Maybe because I think I've seen this happen before, that because the conditions didn't get met, it just went away. Maybe.
Okay. 1 in 10 chance to create a face card when an 8 is
Let's get that.
scored.
And it also isn't a one-time use, so we actually could... The problem with a lot of these one-time uses is, like, it changes one card in your deck and it's just gone, and you're never going to, like... The chances of you getting more of those to, like, really change, like, 10 cards in your deck is low, but if that one can keep doing it, I'm into it.
Well, I mean, there's something. That's it.
Yeah, that one's good.
Each empty Popit slot. How many Popit slots can you have? 6?
Visually, it looks like 5, but I know that's not true, so I don't know.
So the question is, how much of a multiplier is this going to give me right now?
Well, we got a nice 2 pair right there.
If it's 10 and if it's at least 2 slots.
Just gambling our whole run on this.
Yeah, we'll just, I mean, we'll there are at least 2 empty slots. Okay, it did the slot after it consumed the card.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. I've had that happen before too. Where I was like,
Okay,
oh, I have no empty slots.
It did 7.5? Is that what I saw?
That would make sense because we went from 10 to 75.
Which is 5 empty slots, so you can have 7 slots.
Okay, that sounds right.
Or wait, no, that's 1.5. Wait, how did we end up with 7 point?
I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
All I know is I'm just going to play another jack and we'll see it again. Yeah, 7.5.
Adds 1.5 multiplier for each multi. Okay,
Which
so
is
it's not
5
multiplying it by... Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you
Sure.
can have 7.
All right, now that we got money, check that shop.
Oh,
And our purple card. What does the Aki Naki one do again? It's like when we play a certain card, we get create a face card when
Chance to
8
create
is
a
scored.
face card.
So ideally we play an 8. I feel like to get more face cards. Ooh, that would be
Face cards in
synergistic.
hand give plus 10 score each. Could be good later on down the line, but I don't think we want it now.
What's our gold card?
Hearts. I don't really think this is worth. Just give me my 75. Yeah,
Bullshit.
but
Oh, I see
I've
what
got
you mean.
near
I
perfect
see.
score.
Yeah, that's true. And no discards too.
And no discards. It's good out
collecting
here.
as many
Good.
shells here definitely matters.
I'll check the shop again. 2x pair multiplier. Okay. 1.1 if pair. Retriggers all face cards one time. And is not a one-time use. Each king, queen, and hand is 1.1 multiplier. I kind of like this. It does mean I need to start playing 8s, though.
The face combos, yeah. Well, we're
down to 3 empty slots, which is a 4.5 multiplier.
No, because that one's going to get it removed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is,
So
we're sitting at a 6 multiplier.
Yes. So if we do 105 divided by 6, means our point total to get perfect is 17.5. So an 18. You should keep those 4s, I feel like.
Okay, I will. But I kind of want to just play as many 8s as possible. To start modifying our deck.
No.
You know?
Okay, no matter the cost. All right.
Where are my 8s? No, where are my 8s? Okay, well, maybe we just play this.
28.
That is
Okay,
way too
we'll have
many
a
points.
lot of extra points, but I mean, we still have 2 more
okay.
discards, but
If we just did this, it's 20 times, what did I say the multiplier was? 6?
6, I think,
20?
yeah. You could.
Yeah, I mean,
We'd save some
we'll
discards and some shells.
give us a little extra cash. Oh, I have it
did we mess
before
up?
it disappeared.
Oh, no worries. Why did we get double combo? I'm not sure. Was it because of the thing? Oh, because we got
Oh,
a
re-triggers
bonus error.
sword face cards twice.
Oh, that saved us. Okay. So we're at block number 8 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
8s.
Okay.
It's not enough.
They don't get re-triggered. It's 16 points times
6. So that's
6.
96. Not enough.
96.
But we
let's just
could
get
do
another
it
8.
with this, and all of a sudden that blows up.
You could. Or we can get more 8s and do 3 8s.
Yeah. We'll try for 3 8s.
That would give us 144. Actually, that's not enough. Keep the 2 maybe, so we could do full house of 8s. I guess aces also works. Either is fine.
Well, we got a full house.
This is tough because, yeah, you could just play it. It's probably fine. We'll maybe lose some points while we save discards.
All right. 1 in 10 chance. 3 times.
Didn't proc.
No. I want my extra face cards.
So somebody next to us on the leaderboards there. How many points do we just get? 200 something, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I wasn't paying attention, honestly. It's times 16 for 3 of a kind.
Some of these 5 of a kind stuff, it's really hard to modify your deck in this game, I think. Takes a lot of effort to get there. Especially because we have a chance to modify it, but like splitting what we need to do with modifying the deck just feels very difficult, and it costs a lot of money to even have these modifier cards. Oh, you can pay more to reroll again. Okay, I didn't know that. It used to be locked, I think, at just 1 reroll. I might be wrong on that, but that one actually looks valuable. It just works. Why not?
Add random card with random/no entropy effect to the deck. Face cards add 1.1 multiplier. All right, get some enhancements. All right, do you still want to fish for 8s?
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're okay with keeping the low cards, right? Because the potential full house thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
There's
good.
an 8.
So our numbers are going to be kind of high anyways.
Almost have a straight, but that would limit us on the 8s we could use. Oh, there's another 8. We got a full house 8s.
That looks good. What's the worst that can happen?
Do we need the
Should we
extra
put that
slot?
to the left? Yeah, because that's going to change our
Sure.
points if we don't let it evaporate first.
Okay.
No procs. Oh!
Well,
Okay, that's good.
8s are modified. They're now +9 score.
Oh, we lost.
Oh, we
Didn't
lost.
get enough points.
We didn't have enough points.
We should have done the math, yeah.
No.
8s and 4s is 2 8s and 3 4s. How are those sound effects right now? Could you explain them to me?
It's a lot of
Let's make
beeping.
robot
It's a lot of
noises, right?
and then maybe a little
is what it sounds like.
menacing horror sounds from the robot guy.
Oh, he does like a laugh too, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I believe.
He does some munching sounds.
Mhm. What exactly is he eating? What are these blocks? Could it be because of the blockchain?
Yes. The blockchain. Destroy one random card, add one face card with random effects. I love
Okay.
modifying my deck.
Me too. I love
I
watching you
love
modify
it.
your deck. All right, we're so close to the glorious 22. Dish to 2. You don't need it. You got an ace. All right, you can just do that.
Yeah, but
ace.
I think it's easier just to keep the discards, you know? I feel like keeping discards is more points.
All right. You're right.
I don't want to keep fishing
win
for an
this time.
ace and then end up losing like 4 discards worth, you know?
Yeah. Oh, not the
We
queen.
lost
No.
we lost a queen to gain a face card. No.
Paid 6 shells for that. 6 shells to turn a queen into a jack. It didn't even get. I thought he was supposed to get a bonus.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. I
gosh.
think it was. I think it's a 50-50 for it to have an effect. Is what that is.
Wonderful. It's called a bad deal. Is what that is. That was not worth
That
the value.
is a
What's this?
bad deal. Oh, there we go.
That's a 1 gold value per face card played. Hell yeah. That one has to be good.
We could start destroying some low ranks.
Sure.
Or actually, maybe we
The
take
pair looks good. Yeah. I like the pair.
Yeah. Take
So
the
don't
pair.
forget it's a ×3 right now. So if we divide 26 by 3, it means we need a pair of 9s to be over. Anything less is bad. Or we could just play a normal hand. Yeah, just play the 10s and the
You play
4s.
2-10.
Play the 10s and the... That's only 20. So you got to play the... Yeah, play the 4s. It's perfect. Just a little 28.
Casual.
And then let's see if we get points. Or coins. Alright, we didn't get it. It'll pay off eventually.
Dude, our RNG has been we've rolled 7 1 in 10 chances. So, you know, not absurdly
many.
bad luck, but a little below average bad luck.
Yeah.
Show me those golds. Oh.
You could re-roll
I
too.
want to flush. Yeah, we can re-roll for turns into a heart.
My favorite actor.
+10 score if for permanently multiple value of the first card in layout by 1.5. Oh, we're taking this again. Now it's 2 in 10 chance. Oh,
That one's half as good though. Oh, it's scored.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same card, but it's just half as good.
well,
Just
if
I mean,
it
it's still
procs twice,
good.
it would have paid for itself.
It's still like 0.5 shells per face card played. All right, let's do a full house or something. But... Oh, we have ×2 on the pair. Oh, so you could just play the jacks.
Yes, we do.
I think it's better. Let's discard. I feel like it's better to discard cards to try to get like a full house of face cards, right?
Okay.
Because we
Yeah,
get
yeah.
we have a high
Maybe.
chance of getting money. Worst case, we play like a jack or 2 jacks. Okay.
Almost there.
Yeah, you got. I just need a jack or a king. That's it. Just a little
Oh.
jack or king.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right, baby. Let's go. 1 in 10
50
chance
points.
times 2. 5 different
Like
times.
that. So we
It's
have
guaranteed.
10 procs of 1 in 10. It's mathematically extremely likely that one of these hits.
100% success rate.
Can't miss. All right, it's gonna score them in a second. Here comes.
Yes.
Oh, 1,
Yes.
2. All right, let's check this receipt. 20 shells.
Oh,
Hell
an
yeah.
extra 15. Let's go.
So worth. All right. Unfortunately, we're now gonna have to get more than 50 points, I believe. So
That's fine. We can do
what we play.
Well, we can't
We
do
got a lot of face cards.
pairs. That's 40.
We're,
But
we
maybe
gotta
there's
check the
another.
shop, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Right there. That's our card.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of gold ones actually. What are the other gold ones?
Five. Oh, this one. It's the changing one. Each ace held in hand earns 1.
We need a point. Oh wait, never mind. We got points solved.
Is it worth?
You could.
I'm not sure.
Are
if
we
it's
gonna get
worth,
more than 3 out of it?
We would basically be spending a shell to fish for aces. The most likely scenario we end up in, right?
And best case scenario, we make at least 3 shells from that card and later sell it for 3 when we run out of space.
Yeah.
And the chance of that
I feel like it
low.
maybe doesn't play out.
I like that card, the another 2-pair one, but again, the problem is that our numbers are gonna be too high, too fast. I don't know if it matters though. We actually have crazy shell generation right now.
I think we're down to take it. All right, we just running it, right?
Yeah, that looks good. Some of the people asking what's going on. We're just playing this game called Popit Game, and there's a tournament going on right now. And this is the final day of the games. And what we're trying to do is add our totals of our cards. Oh, we died? What happened? I wasn't watching. You just killed us.
Combo pair, multiplier ×2. The ×3 didn't hit.
Did you play a 2-pair, or did you just play 2 10s? You just played a pair, not a 2-pair.
Yeah. No, oh my gold generation. That's my bad. I wasn't paying attention.
Laughing. He's laughing at you, not me. I didn't make that mistake.
Yeah, he is laughing at me, man. I made the mistake. Oh.
And now we must begin anew. Oh damn, you're really just sending it, huh? I guess it's worth
speed running this to get us back up there.
We're never gonna get that set up ever again. That actually was not bad. Shell money. Very acceptable.
Show me the golds.
Oh, there's one.
If no discards are used.
Hell yeah. That's an amazing one, frankly. Early game.
Or early on. It is pretty sick.
All right, just
I'm gonna have to use a discard.
With 3 3s. Okay.
Oh,
fine, that's fine. We'll get one of those like plus 60 points later, and then we'll make a lot of money. Oh, these numbers are kind of big, though.
Yeah, it's
probably worth it to play it. I feel like. Don't you think it's? Do you think it's worth it to play it or no?
I don't know. It's hard to tell how far up you can go without, messing with your.
I mean,
thing.
you save
run it.
One
Speed
shell.
run it.
Yeah, you save 1 shell for sure by not discarding.
-4.
That was a little bit expensive, but
an overdraft.
I don't know if it's percentage based or what. Like we were basically double what it was supposed to be. It's kind of a big penalty there. All right, 26.
There's a pair.
Permanent. That one looks good. Oh, I like the enhanced randoms. Oh, we only have 9 shells though, huh? Okay. Let's do the pair one, because then better chance that we could just play a pair at the start. Do we have anything? No, unlucky.
No. Unluck.
Very good
14,
straight outs.
28.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be triple, but it's still good.
Oh yeah. 28, 38, 42.
Yep. Why is it triple? We don't know. It just is.
-3 fees. Not bad.
Give us your shells. Block maker.
Where are my combo, or where's my pair? My opening pair, man. It's not showing up.
Scored hearts sounds pretty good.
Yeah, we could try that.
We only have like, yeah, that looks good.
No.
We got two. No, stop. We got 2 9s. One of them's a heart, so we should save the 9.
Oh yeah.
We don't have to play it necessarily yet, but is that enough points? What's our multiplier? Times 2?
It's 36. Yeah, we got it.
Oh, it's
18 times 2.
we got a times 2, I believe.
Yeah, you froze up there for a second. Perfect.
Okay.
On the money with the extra shell that is paid off 1 shell for a 6 cost.
That's good.
It's already making us money. Another tournament guy.
Ooh, he got his run crushed, huh? Somewhere up there he died. Wow, great straight in the hand. You should...
Yeah,
it's not gonna... we'll die. All right, buy something. Buy something.
Yeah. There's something... Okay. We could do that.
Work.
That would get us over the line.
It would. What else we got? We have some weird ones.
We could take the... We could take both of
Yeah,
these.
buy them both. Yeah, screw it. It's a beautiful hand. Can't complain. We're about to get big payout for this.
I forgot.
Oh, good save.
Wait, do we take the ace? Because the 1.1, is that enough?
Each king and queen in hand? No, because that would give
40,
us...
41?
It's times 1.1 multiplier.
0.2.
It's not add, by the way. So that means it's probably times 1.1 times 1.1. So it's like 21% more points or something. So you should definitely do the 9 to be safe. Because you're right.
Okay.
The ace to 10 is only like 41 points versus 49. This is 100%.
I think it was close, but it was too close, you know? I don't know what 20% of 41 is.
Where's our multiplier?
I don't know. Where's our multiplier?
I guess it has to be of the cards we don't play. When it said hand, I thought that was...
Oh, in hand. Yeah, you're right. Well, we're learning. We're learning.
That was
I like how our first run that we did was like, 1,000 points. Not bad.
Really good.
Then,
yeah. I mean, we were being careful though.
We've
been loosed again.
So
again. The definition of looser, by the way, is not firmly or tightly fixed and placed, detached or able to be detached, which is correct. We are being disposed from our victory. Some great straight draws.
I tried to play for the straight, and now I'm a fool. Because that's 10.
Are you still playing for the straight? Okay, you got it.
I got it.
Just play 2 queens, but that's fine.
No. I played for the straight, Kevin. I'm going to use the straight.
Okay, that's fine.
It's enough points to be able to buy something, so...
We won't be missing those 4 shells later, I'm sure.
This is why I'm driving the bus, Kevin. Because you know you're going to see something stupid happen.
Is that Isaac Newton in the upper left? I think it is. He's got an apple.
Yeah, it is. Destroy 1 random card in deck, add 1 random. Give me my random effect. I want to see my random effect.
Twos and tens, you aiming for?
Yeah, let's just do that. Just give me the nice, easy. All right, money. Give me an effect.
Someone asked what's the win condition of this game. Well, it's basically PvP. So in the tournament, they're trying to get as high of a block as they can in a time period today. Whoever gets the highest one basically is going to win the highest prize pool. But there's payments for people that also do well. And if you guys are thinking, oh, it means I can play right now to be part of the tournament, this has been a long-going thing. They've been playing for about a week of daily matches to see who gets eliminated, basically. So the players that remain have been very consistent. Did you get a regular 5 with our card?
We just got a regular 5. That's a really boring outcome.
It is. Well, that looks nice.
Could take that. Oh, there's the. I don't like in hand for kings and queens. You know.
Yeah, because you're spending discards to collect them.
Yeah. Now I can't play the 2-pair right now because that would be way too much. So I fish for queens. 3 of a kind.
Yeah.
Easy.
Wow. Excellent. Is the PvP real time or save game states? It is. It's basically. I mean, if you look at the on the top of the screen, if you look at the people that are next to us, that is basically the PvP. You have some red cards that you can use to attack people next to you. We got attacked by one earlier today, and it disabled 2 of our Popit bonuses.
Yeah, it seems like it's relatively real time because when we were just spectating, we stacked up attack cards that people were putting on us.
Yeah, someone like passed us in the stack and attacked us. Yeah, which is interesting because some of those attack cards are like, if it kills your opponent, you gain 100 shells. But what happens if they've already played on in the block? You know. Like, because we took time to get to finish. If we would have died and given him 100 shells, so that's just like up here for him later, it could have affected his run if we played slow.
What am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was gonna go full house. That'd be a lot, though.
Oh, so it's not. 48. So it's not a 2-pair. I see.
Well, 2-pair we have the 3x on it. So what I wanted was 9s and 2s is what I originally wanted, right? Because that would be 11. Well,
you can aim for it. Sounds okay. You got 4 discards.
That's still like 66 though.
Oh, if you play Jackson 9s, yeah.
If I go full house there, then that's 48.
Yeah, that looks a lot more reasonable. Okay, got lucky. Pretty early.
Easy luck.
They won't penalize us too hard here.
Show me my shop.
He's learning. He knows what's important. We love the Aki Naki cards, all right.
We love Aki Naki. Add a random 1 card to the deck. I don't think I'm going to do that.
You don't think that's worth 6 shells? Or are you going to get the score one?
The add a random card to the deck?
Yeah, it's not very good. It's kind of a waste of money.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks more valuable. But with that one there, we're gonna have just a lot of base points, right? We're basically set. You can play 2 now. Yeah. And you don't have to discard, which means we can just make money. Could we just confirm how many cards are in the deck?
We got
52 still. Okay. So you could just play a card. Yeah, play the ace, I think.
And that means we get that extra discard cash, baby.
Yep, guaranteed for 1 turn.
Oh, feels good, man.
Wonderful.
16.
It's already paid for itself.
Indeed, it has. Oh, check out the shop. Retriggers all face cards ×1. That might be interesting.
I dare say re-roll the shop.
I kind of like this.
Why do you
It'll
like
give
that
us
one?
more face cards, basically. If we have like a 9 in there,
Q mouse over it again. I don't remember. What it
just
does.
raises the rank of one card in layout. Oh, I thought it was all cards.
Yeah, it's gonna turn like one card into a 7 to an 8 for 6 shells. I don't think that's worth.
Okay.
This looks like a reroll to me.
3 of a kind permanently. Always nice to have.
That one's
Every
pretty good too, potentially.
layout card counts in scoring. I haven't used that. You want to try it?
Sure. I like that one too.
Yes.
All right, so we got a
Okay.
guaranteed 52 points right now.
And then a guaranteed
Oh, with 3
a
fives.
lot of points.
Oh, is it going to play everything in the layout? Well, remember hand
think-
counted as the cards that were there that we didn't play. So does this mean
okay.
it counts everything in your hand that you play? Like if you add 2 cards to this right now, does that increase the points? Oh, you're worried about getting like giga high points, huh?
So yeah.
I say you
to
play
make
it
sure we
anyways,
can do
'cause
it.
we're gonna
Yeah.
get 10 shells minimum from the gold Popit and from having 5 not discard cards. So if we go way over,
Alright.
I don't think it's that bad. I haven't done the math
Alright,
to see if there's enough
See
points.
what
so maybe
happens
it's
with
not,
this
but-
thing.
Well, you would have had to include something else into it to confirm. We're gonna have like
Oh yeah, I
300
got you.
points. All right, 150 could have been worse. We might even go positive. Yeah, we still made shells. We lost 7 for overdraft. It's not too bad.
Here's the discard ones.
Oh, there's the block killer decrease one where he's stomping on the red block.
Oh
should get
yeah,
that,
the half
hopefully.
one.
Yeah, because our points are our 3 of a kinds are too good. Are they ace too good though?
Yeah, that would be 3 times 6, 18 plus that, but then the divide is not good, so
well, we can include the
What-
layout in the score, right? So if you play 3 aces, a king, and a queen, it probably counts. Would that be 23 points? Is what I'm saying.
yeah, I see what you're
This is
saying.
the abacus.
We could try it.
Yeah, let's try it. Although we're gonna get halved, but yeah, whatever. Let's see what happens. Okay.
No, it does the 10 and
Does that card? Oh,
afterwards.
it does it afterwards.
Yeah,
okay.
it does it afterwards. Well, we learned
We're gonna
something.
die no matter what. We were gonna die no matter what, even
That's
if we didn't have the divide by 2. But we would have gotten really good shells if it worked. Really good shells. Is
Laughing
spectating
at-
off the table?
We can try
Do you
again.
know? So I figure we're close to the deadline. I think we have another 40
Yes,
minutes.
we have
I
another
think.
40 minutes until the end of the tournament, so
And to clarify to everybody, the way that the tournament is working is all of the people, right, like this guy right now, are doing their best to score really high blocks. He's aiming for aces
what's he
and
doing?
jacks. He's aiming for aces and jacks.
Oh, sorry. I
classic.
thought he was at 20. There he goes.
No. So all of these players are trying to make blocks that are as high as possible right now, because whoever makes the highest block today basically has the best run, is going to be the winner. So the timer basically ends in 40 minutes. That is the end of the day, and that signals who is going to win or lose. So all these guys that have these little icons, the little like Akinaki. No, it's like that. Yeah, it is. It is Akinaki. The ones that look like Akinaki or Popit, the Popit logo, basically. Those are the people that are actually on the leaderboards right now. Oh, you managed to scroll up.
So the top player is at 2,590,078.
Wow, and they got to block 218. What are his cards? He's got all aces.
Okay. Yeah, he's modified his deck. Each ace held in hand adds +3 multiplier. He's doing flush 5 for 551 times.
He's got
gonna keep going
6,000
for a
shells.
while.
He's got 6,000 shells. How does he have 6,000
I mean,
shells? What the hell?
He could overdraft to his heart's delight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one's going to be hard to beat, I think.
Take me back. Wait, what happened? Okay, so this guy's in. This guy's up there.
He's 145.
Earn 1 point. Oh, you can get percentage off the credits in your wallet.
Oh.
So this guy's got 1,200 and he's getting 1% every turn.
Still has score base. 60. Oh, what was the first one? 20% sell value of all Popits. Okay. Interesting. He must have like crazy. They must all have like really high multipliers, which makes sense, right? Like you can't rely on the Popits to increase your multipliers. It's going to be the streaks for 5 cards or whatever. It does make sense that a flush 5 deck would become the highest point total though, because we're talking about getting exponentially more and more points. So being able to turn all of your deck into aces and then endlessly play them makes a lot of sense. And he's had so many rounds now. He's had 200 rounds on his deck that he's had a lot of opportunities to look at shops and to duplicate cards and to find the exact Popits that give him a really nice combo. So he must have threaded the economy really, really well. So that's got to be. I don't know if that's the highest block of the day, but he's like way ahead the second guy. The second guy here is at 145. Because again, people could have gone farther and then lost their runs eventually. So I think this is just his current run is at block 220, which is by far the highest. So maybe he's in first. His name is Some Dude. Good for him. Wait, that guy's not in the tournament.
No. Well, we're not at the tip
top
right now. The guy we're watching right now. All right,
this guy
is bugged out. Real quick refresh. I think as we spectate, we're gonna have to go in and out here a fair amount. So, hopefully, I'll be able to make this as quick as possible.
When we saw all of his aces, I was like, "Oh, some stuff happened." And it's very clear based on us playing earlier today how hard it is to get your whole deck modified. It's not easy. I don't know how he got so many aces in a deck. I feel like he must have bought so many cards that slowly transformed his deck. It's not simple. Oh, he has a defeat attack one too. So he's protected.
So this is our guy, Mr. Junkie. He's gotten up to he's about to get to the 3 mil mark. Yeah, where this guy's still working on a mill. Let's see what kind of other builds we got going on here.
A lot of.
So I bet this guy's still on his building phase. Like he's still racking up as many of these.
Like his economy.
Yeah, his economy as much as possible, and this last like half hour is going to be him trying to push up to the top.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it would be interesting to see leaderboard wise what the current top or the total top is for the day. Or maybe this guy has just been rocking it the entire day. He just hasn't lost.
It's possible. I mean, 200 rounds is a lot. I could easily see that gameplay taking like an hour or two. because we only
especially
started
as you
2
modify
hours ago,
your
right?
deck, you got to be careful not to go like once he gets his deck to a flush 5 category, like, but then it is the multiplier too high for a flush 5 when he gets, you know what I mean?
Like, and if he buys another flush 5 card that increases his multiplier, the number increase is probably insane.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why he has 7,000 shells or whatever. He doesn't really. He just needs he legitimately just needs 30 shells or something. I mean, 1,000 shells is probably not bad or whatever, because then you can refresh the shop. That's probably another thing, because the refreshes are kind of endless now, right? Is what it looked like, or at least you could do it multiple times for increasing money.
Yeah.
So I feel
you
like
can do it a lot.
once you get to your shells to a crazy number, like 1,000 or higher, you can abuse that to find the exact card you want. So he can probably refresh a bunch when it's time to actually protect his flush 5 streak and just keep it going.
Yeah.
Like, his number keeps going up. It was at 220, I believe, when we first caught him. He's up to 226 now, and it's going to keep going until he dies.
The crazy part is that, if he ever starts falling short of the number, he's got plenty more Popit space. So he can keep this run going till the end of the tournament for sure.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually, that he's only got 3, but everyone else is stacked on him.
Yeah, he managed to make his build so efficient that he can go way past anybody else at this point.
Yeah, I just don't see beating flush 5 is necessarily possible, because the multipliers are just so much higher.
It's possible that this guy's deck looks like some of these other guys' before, though. We went back an hour.
Oh, you think he pivoted? Yeah, I think that's
when he got to his flush 5, and then he had to sell his Popits in order to make sure he wasn't going too far over.
That makes sense. For me personally, in roguelike games like this, I really struggle with the pivot somewhere in the gameplay. That always impresses me a lot when you watch really good players. They get to a point in the game, they're like, okay, it's time to switch, and they sell half of their strategy and pivot. Once I lock in, I'm like, okay, I'm doing flushes until the game is over, and I'm not changing. Yeah, I do the same in auto battlers. I'm like, oh, these are the characters I chose. I can't change anything. It just feels weird to pivot, but those really good players have a good feel for it. Or maybe he's just doing math. He's like, hey, my flush 5s give me times 900 points. This just makes the most sense. I could definitely see that as well. So,
yeah. Do you know the? I'm gonna find it here. Do you know the ranking of the aberrations and stuff on cards? Remember, I looked at that earlier.
I think I have. Let me check. I have some of these documents open.
Because I'm curious, this guy's how far up aberration is on the list.
That's the modified cards, right? Where it has a foil over it or whatever. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. Aberration is only number 2, so he could, I believe.
I mean, it's twice as good, or what?
It means he can still upgrade this 3 more times, which he's extremely likely to find it, since he could just reroll as much as he wants. So he doesn't even necessarily need to use the rest of the Popit space. He could just upgrade one of these cards. Do you get from aberration to mutation, I believe.
So if that exact card appears in the shop, do you buy it and then it upgrades your aberration or whatever? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
I'm actually not sure.
I believe that's how
or do you have to find the same card that's at a higher rating?
I think it's you just find the same card and it's just automatically
combos it
the next
or combines
foil.
it.
Yeah. Because it said something about basically it shows up with an increased chance of if you have already bought that card, sort of deal. So
can we look at some of these other
nobody's catching this guy. And if you're one of these other guys, you better hope this guy's on your team, because there is also a team part of the tournament as well.
That's a good point. But another really sick part about his build is that it's easy to play too. He has an abundance of the same card, aces. They're all the same suit. He gets his hand. He maybe discards once, and he's got 5 cards, and he plays them. So it's not just about the fact that his shit's going crazy. It's at his speed. It's all about building height. So he's going to be. Look at this. This is the difficulty of Like, if anything, this guy sucks because he's clicking slow. What's he using? Like an iPad while he's eating with his other hand? He should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, play. Get that stuff down. Like,
he's probably pacing himself. You know, he's been doing this all morning.
I guess so. So he's getting 5.5 million points. He is losing poppets though, or shells.
He's slowly bleeding out. Slowly, very slowly bleeding out.
Is that going to crash the game?
Scroll back up again.
It's probably going to bring you back to yours, I guess.
All right, maybe I can just one and done. Maybe I can spectate, and then hopefully the exit spectate shows up, and I can exit and just go back and forth. Though sometimes it seems to freeze out sometimes on calculating.
What's this guy's build? What are his poppets like? 10s or 4s give bonuses. Generic multi. Generic multi. That one. Oh yeah, we looked at this guy's one before, I think.
Yeah,
he's playing a flush
before.
Okay. It's got some fat numbers.
All right, we'll look at the next in line. We'll look at Comrade something. Comrade Cluckoff. So he's got 1.5 and then a bunch of economy stuff.
Can we look at his deck? Like
you cannot look at his deck.
Oh, okay.
Only if he looks at the deck would we be able to see it, sadly.
It appears that he's looking for a 5 flush.
Flush 5.
One of those was worth more points. It was kind of weird. Oh, he's got those cards that we had before you made that gigantic mistake.
It's true. The 1 in 2 chance. A 50% chance to get it. That's nice.
That's really good.
And he's actually
banking.
Gaining.
Oh no, you press the arrow, not the spectator.
Yeah,
So
I was hoping it would. I was hoping it would just pull me to his next round, but it seems like it was a bad button to hit. Yeah, I'm frozen up. Okay, quick refresh. We just got it.
So, a little reminder: we got about 27 minutes left for these players to play their flush 5s to try to get top of the leaderboard. And then once that ends, we'll take a moment to figure out who gets the W. The W's, really. I mean, there's a lot of prize money. The total is $400,000, I think. There is, sorry, $500K.
$500,000 with $100,000 being cash? Is that right?
Yeah, $100K cash. And then $400,000 in cores. And then there's a bunch of boosts. Cores and boosts are used in the game's crypto applications, I believe, but the core value is worth $400,000. So I don't know what the cores and boosts are used for, but the players can figure it out when they get their wins, I guess. A lot of flush 5s I see. Like, I feel, how many blocks do you have to go to actually get this abundance of cards is my question.
Yeah,
they're all worth a lot of points too. They're worth 100 each.
All right, let's see how much bank he's making off of his.
Was that?
Wait, is that 1,000? Wait, what? 1.9? Is that actually 1.9, or how much does he have?
Like he made 1,900, or?
Yeah,
I didn't see how much he. I didn't see how much he had before we took a look there.
Scrolling. So our man's up almost 4 million. I was watching this guy.
I feel like the ace guy is in a good spot. The card doesn't individually have more points, but there's that other Popit that he had that said aces in hand give you bonuses too. I don't know if those exist.
He only had 194, so he was only actually
okay.
getting 1.9.
Okay. Why is he only he must be having to discard all of his discards. That's my guess. He's opened the shop.
Yeah, that's curious. What's he looking for in the shop? Does he think he does not have enough points for some reason? He has nothing for, like... I'm confused what he's fishing for.
A lot of re-rolling, though. Oh, that was a convert card that we just saw. Yeah, that one too. So you can use those to duplicate the cards that you want, it seems. One of the ways to get these flush fives going.
Oh, okay.
Plus
okay,
5 multi.
Oh,
wow. Times 5. It's a distortion.
So
that was like super upgraded.
Yeah, he had a 3.75 multiplier or something like that, and he's getting to a point where it's not enough, so he upgrades for a 5 times multiplier. Which he's still making bank off of these, so losing out on the discards doesn't really cost him that much. Still getting +8.
Okay, not bad.
Let's try the refresh.
Test
button.
new buttons. You're scaring me. Every time you mouse over those, I'm like,
it didn't work.
It's like you're about to discard an ace that we need. It's what it feels like, and I know that I'm like 2 seconds delay behind, so I have to like scream and be like, "Stop! Don't press it."
Yeah, I've already done that enough to you today, so. All right, who do you want to watch now?
Let's go a little bit down. Let's look at the middle of the pack. Because we see the end game, but what about these like we got to like what block like 15 to 20 somewhere in there, I think, right?
Yeah. So we can see what like block 50 looks like.
That sounds good.
That guy's got a discard one. I don't care about discard. Oh, that guy also has a discard one. Maybe discards are pretty... The discard one is probably the easiest to control.
Yeah, because it's just like a fat multiplier that just works no matter what you have.
Yeah.
Definitely some card. Oh, he's doing flushes, I assume. Oh, what did that do?
Game sum of owned Popit sell value. Max plus 1.45 in score.
Plus 1.45? All right, let's see how his calculations go. All right, he just multiplied. He definitely went over. Oh, that just added to it.
Oh,
I don't know where that new.
Oh, he got 21 off of that. It was a one-time sum, so I don't know exactly what this part is. Plus 1.45, but he got 21
I see.
off of it.
I see. It's like yeah, one of those cards where you just play it once to make money from it, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
20 minutes left in the tournament. Ish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it doesn't end exactly at 11. We'll see. Take a look at another one. So this guy's got that 1 point multiplier for empty slots. That's another like pretty manageable one.
Mm-hmm. One thing I don't understand yet is some of these players are getting a lot of points for every card they play. They're getting like 100 points per card, and I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah,
I haven't
some of
seen
the cards might be modified with extra points.
What is that weird card? That 20.
Oh no,
what's that 62?
62.
It's super corrupted. That's all of his money. He's buying it, dude. Oh, he's selling the other one. He's a full house person now. He's got the full house. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Oh, that was a king, not an ace. Okay, we're safe. Times, and this is going to give him that extra point. See, he's getting 10 per card, as expected. Oh, that was before he gets the bonus here. He's about to get so many points. I was very impressed by how good it was. Oh, it's actually still fine. Because he did it after his multipliers happened.
Yeah. Not bad.
Definitely some calculation going on here with these guys. They're racing to the end to get as many points as possible.
Man is broke 4 million.
He's got new cards, huh? Earn
He
reward
does.
per discard if none used.
So he had just club aces, right? Was his build. So he added in the clubs now get a multiplier.
The person behind him is actually catching up a lot. 256 versus 194. I swear he was like 100 behind before.
Fast clicking.
Guess so. Like, why is he getting 144 for these? That's what I'm curious about.
Plus 100 score for clubs. Some sort of modifier somewhere in there.
Yeah, he must have modified his
Have to be
cards
able
somehow.
to.
It's like he modified them and they duplicated them like 20 times with his shop money.
I think it's the upgraded version of the card that we had for aces, right? Where aces were plus 20. And I think it's that. Aces went from 1 to plus 20. We got that at some point in time. And I assume the max version of that is plus 100 for aces.
Okay, so you think he just got like an aberration one, played it one time, it modified his aces. Or he modified an ace and then he duplicated it like 10 times.
Yeah. Oh, just got a notice. We will stop the tournament in 18 minutes and send you the list of the winners. All right, so we will announce the winners in a little bit of time. So probably about half an hour or so, we'll be able to announce who was at the top when the tournament started. I think our man, Mr. Junkie, is going to be at top. I don't think anybody's replacing him in this period of time.
Unless, again, there was somebody that streaked higher earlier in the day. But considering he's been playing this run for at least like 2 hours, right? Probably. Like almost for sure. He's been playing for 2 hours. Which is kind of crazy to think about, that like you might hit a streak that you need to like go crazy and have a really good score, but it might take you a couple runs to get into it. So it's probably like the perfect window of conditions. Like do they jump in and hit the run streak at the right time, or does it happen a little bit too late in the day? What if somebody has a crazy streak going right now that would eventually beat this guy's streak, but they don't have 18, they need another 2 hours to catch up or something?
Yep.
I just want you to play that full house in your hand so bad. Every time it pops up. Like 3 kings and 2 tens, hell yeah. It's up to 262 block now. Sitting good.
So I feel like most likely, maybe you're right about somebody being far ahead, but he also seems to be playing pretty slow. I assume if he knew he was behind somebody else, then he probably would be speed it up, but this is definitely, I feel like, doable, right? 128, 125, like these guys are neck and neck.
That's a good point. That's an interesting point about speed, actually. Is he playing slow because he knows that eventually his numbers are going to get beat, and thus he wants to like pad his lead a little bit? But if he races too fast, all of a sudden he'll be like, "Oh, I'm about to get eliminated," and maybe he gets eliminated. I guess that's not a big deal, though, right? If you get eliminated, like you still have the score, you still built a block.
I mean, for all we know, he's been on this gameplay loop for the last like 2 hours, so he's just tired, you know?
Yeah.
Fatigue might be a real issue.
But you're right about these people playing for placements. I mean, at least for the prize money for today, I think there's been prize money along the way on different days as well. But what are they fighting for, second and third? Third and fourth?
They would be fighting for... Let me scroll up for you.
Assuming these are the highest scores of the day.
Yeah, they're fighting for third and fourth right now.
Okay.
Third, fourth,
place
and even the guy
3,600
is not far away.
Okay, it's still like a couple $1,000s. You know, $3,600 for fourth place, not counting the cores and the boosts that are also included, of course. But yeah, a couple $1,000s here for these placements. So if they can get ahead of one of another, it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah,
but again, there's only 50 players
that
playing.
Yes,
Go if you want.
It's also possible if the spectating feature may not like exactly recreate how fast the player is playing. You know what I mean?
That seems like the case, because the speed at which he's selecting 5 aces is slow. Like, there's no way he's clicking that slowly, I feel like.
I want to know what this guy's got going on. Just 2 Popits.
Okay. What I was saying about the 50 players is that there is competition, obviously, in terms of how fast you play. But if there's only 50 players that remained in the eliminations until today, like a couple placement jumps is a big difference. Yeah, he's got the plus score on it. Oh, I see one of them's plus 88 too. They're slightly different, so he's definitely had some modifiers happen.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly collecting their shells, but at this point it's all about height. There's a little time left, 13 minutes left. Do you want to start a run? Maybe we can hit the leaderboard here.
Yeah, if we just play really fast.
Play really fast and make 0 mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh man, he really.
I mean,
jumped
you
at
are right. He's
269 now.
He's 68 behind.
Nice. I thought it was closer before, but I mean, it's very all right. It's very clear, assuming that there's no higher scores from earlier in the day. That's our first and second place, I feel like. But again, I'm not sure if there are, but I don't see anybody passing each other in the next couple minutes. So it really is about third, fourth, fifth right now in terms of the horse race.
Oh, okay. So we do have an update on the leaderboard. So Mr. Junkie is at first place. But it looks like second place, or actually, sorry, I think Mr. Junkie replaced. Oh no! I'm misreading this. Okay, so Mr. Junkie is first place, but the person who was in second place, has now been replaced by this guy. So there was a guy, Swag Table, was actually at second. But open source has now overtaken him, is I believe what has happened.
By getting to 203rd block. So this Swag Table guy must have gotten a really good score earlier, but that was about his limit. It was around 200 block. So open source beating him put him from third place at $5,400 to second place at $8,400. So a huge swing there. He just made $3,000.
That's pretty high. Right at towards the end of the day.
So it actually really did matter, the speed at which he played. Imagine how stressed he felt the last like 20 minutes, being like, if he knew where the cap number was, like how many blocks he needed to build, and he's like, I need to climb 100 caps in an hour, or I don't get second place. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, Comrade Cluckoff, he was in fourth place earlier as well. We spectated him earlier,
Wow,
correct?
looks like
Oh,
there's
he's right
a
there
pretty
still.
big gap between that first, second, third area and fourth, right?
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah,
he's
'cause-
still at fourth
yeah.
from the same score, then yeah.
And if open source guy just got second place with a block of 204, no one's touching Mr. Junkie. That's a GG.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So good for him.
But there's
In
still,
terms of the
I
other
guess,
ones?
the midfield. It's like F1, you know. Sometimes it's more interesting watching the race for the midfield battles than it is first,
Gotcha.
second.
That makes sense. It's more contested.
Do you
in one
watch? Do you
area,
watch
right?
F1 at all, Evan?
I actually don't, but it's been getting popular.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like. Even in places where it normally wasn't,
Yeah.
like the US. Cars go vroom. Is that why
Okay.
you like it?
I don't actually watch it.
Oh, okay.
I watch
Brought
the
that up enough.
results and I know the memes, you know, but
Okay.
I ain't got time to watch that. I got video games to watch.
That's true. That's true.
It's crazy. These guys are all 5 within each other.
There's names on here that are in like 5th and 6th place. I don't even see on your leaderboard right now. Vasaggio.
Oh, really?
Do you see Vasaggio or Eric
Yes.
Swan?
Okay, I see Vistaggio.
Oh, Oh, so he
He's
must have
here.
jumped. Is he below Comrade?
Yes, he is
Oh, he is. Okay, that's correct. What
right
about
behind
Eric?
Conrad.
Eric HSUAN. Because if that guy's not there, his run must have died earlier. He could be passed
Yes.
by somebody.
I think his.
Yeah, I don't see him. He must have had an earlier one. So
Which, considering how close these guys are, I mean, he might get passed up by a couple of these guys,
mhm.
right? Because he was, if he was behind Visaggio,
He was, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting passed here. So interesting that they're just sitting with 3 Poppits. But I guess a lot of them sometimes are money. Visaggio's build is actually really interesting, I feel like. It's like just bonuses. He doesn't have any gold producers, which makes sense. Like if you don't need it right at the end, you don't need it. It's just about like playing his hands as fast as possible to stay in the lead.
you know what? I wonder. I'm gonna watch him. If speed is important here, doesn't discarding slow him down so much if he has to discard in order to get this multiplier, right? If he needs the 3x multiplier.
Oh yeah. That's a really good point.
Then that is slowing him down a lot. And I guess
It
if you're
definitely
shopping, okay. He just took up the flush house upgrade.
The 60 shell card. But now he's got a discard to make a flush 5. Oh, it's a flush house. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that
flush
makes sense
house.
now. I was curious why he had so many of different suits. Flush house definitely good. What is this one's interesting. It's different than the other ones we've seen so far. And now he's going to get an extra flush house bonus, and we're going to have to watch him count. And here's another problem with his deck. All these bonuses have to get recounted multiple times, right? It's taking time.
That's true.
Playing 5 aces is definitely the key, if you can. But still, getting 5th place overall for the day is not bad either. All right, we got about 6 minutes left till it is called, and the players with the highest blocks take the W's. But there's still a lot of prize money, even if teams and players didn't score super good. You still get paid out in cores up to basically everybody today is getting paid in cores and boosts. Cash prize starts at 16th place and up. So not terrible. Especially
Looks like he
if you use
doesn't
those
have to
cores.
worry about the discard. He's
Yeah.
holding on to it, but I don't think he's actually using it. Probably, I mean, the upgrade on
Okay.
the flush
That
house
makes-
is probably a pretty big boost.
I mean, it's a kind of a cool Poppit for that then, right? Because you can buy it for later when shit gets bad, hypothetically, and when
Yep.
you need to use it, you can. Like, that's one of the problems I think with a lot of the Poppits. They feel like traps. You buy them, and now you have to play around them. But the ones that trigger
Mhm.
conditionally, you can actually choose when to use it. So that looks nice and clean.
Oh man, these guys are now 2 within each other. 5 minutes to catch up.
Close. It's literally, and the crazy thing, I mean, I guess they can see each other, right? Because you can see who's next to you in the leaderboard. Yep. It's that part of the game is not very interesting when you're at low levels, but at this high level for the tournament, you see your neighbors, you see how many blocks they have, you see what their cards are. How much time do you spend on shops? Are you trying to attack them to kill their streak? Are you just trying to play hands as fast as possible so that you can maybe get past them in scoring?
We haven't really seen anybody attack. And I wonder if that's just because even if you did attack, then like if you attack this guy, then does he just buy a block producer to protect himself and then he's fine? Like, is it just not worth the effort?
Maybe you have to have the block producer before you get attacked, though. But none of them are carrying it. Like, none of them are attacking anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? It probably... I was going to say, what's the point of attacking when you could just keep growing? But also, they're going to grow also. So you'd have to think that you're going to accelerate faster than they are to get ahead of them. Maybe it's like a defensive mindset. It's like play for my own game.
If attacking was viable, surely that would just be the play, right? Because you could easily do the last 7
right?
to catch up with this guy, right? He loses, then you could easily just catch up to him. So attacking must not be viable from where they're at.
Yeah, that makes sense. But deleting, like, I mean, it depends on the attacks. Some of them are weaker, right? Like, some of the attacks are like, oh, you only get 4 discards instead of 5. The ones that disable 2 poppets, yeah. If you can disable 2 poppets, that would be... I feel like that's just too good to not use. But there's legitimately like 150 poppets in the game. So I think based on the... Let me double check the list. Yeah, there's like 178 poppets, I believe. So like your chances of seeing the really good ones, maybe it's not high.
Yeah.
And thus, what's the point of attacking when you're sitting there re-rolling the shop, spending shells when you can instead play your flush houses and get scores? Might just be better. So we're looking on screen is, I believe, the 2nd place to the 6th place or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
2nd place. So if I scroll down a little bit further, we got the 2 that are 3 within
really
each
close,
other.
Actually, there's not much time left. It's like 2 minutes. I maybe the 128 to 131 changes, but it's going to be really close for some of these players.
Yeah, pretty much just comes down to the race between these 2 and the race between these 2.
Do you want to launch into a spectate, maybe? Can watch like one more?
Yeah, we can. Which one do you want to look at?
Too bad. Yeah, let's do that one right in the middle, the Cure or whatever, the KH.
Okay.
It's close to the 141. That looks like a very normal... Okay, that looks more like like a high-level hand to me.
Yeah, the space out of the discards is way too systematic. So I think it's just... It can't perfectly replicate how fast the players are playing.
Yeah, that makes sense. That it wouldn't be accounted for.
Probably the biggest delay is for the player, from the player side, is the calculation of the figures.
Yep.
They're probably sitting
there. Come on. A lot of flush 5s. I think transitioning the deck is the mysterious part of the game right now for us as players. Because we started getting some fat points, but like the transition to flush 5 and duplicating cards, that seems to be the key. And I'm sure these guys figured this out weeks ago because they've been playing for a while. They were eliminating 50% of the players in the tournament every day, I believe. So they definitely had some time to figure things out. The connection is lost. You know what that means?
That means the tournament's done. And that means this battle, I think the leaders stayed ahead. I don't think there was any swap between the pairs that were close to each other.
Not unexpected, I think.
So that means that we will be able to give you the list of our top 10 here pretty shortly. We're just going to calculate everything first to make sure. But I can probably show the leaderboard and we'll see. It may not be perfectly updated, but I'll try and pull up the leaderboard here. Oh, no. Okay. I think the leaderboard's being updated, so I can't show that.
Okay.
Can't forget about the teams. That is also going to be because I wonder, we aren't able to look at the teams from the perspective that we were looking at. So we don't know who is on teams with each other. But whoever is on the team with Mr. Junkie, because it's averaged out between the top 5 players, I believe. So Mr. Junkie is certainly doing some heavy lifting in that regard, considering how far ahead he was. But it's possible that maybe his teammates are so far behind that he doesn't actually end up in the first place team, despite being super far ahead his first place.
Yeah, I think teams are kind of interesting in a new game like this because there isn't any educational resources, basically, right? So it's kind of like first movers. Who's going to figure out the strategies the fastest? So if you're on a team with Mr. Junkie and he's feeding you guys best strategies because he also knows that doing so is going to help increase his chances of making money, it's a good place to be if you're on the team with the right people.
Yeah. And you might have some like relay racing mentality or, that sort of thing. Or F1 is actually another good comparison where when you're on a team,
not allowed
if
to talk
a player
about F1
is ahead.
if you don't watch it.
Listen, I watch the memes, okay? If you're on a team, sometimes you do, okay, let's say relay, let's say team bicycling, right? Sometimes you are trying to push the leader ahead, right? So your own performance, you're just trying to enable the leader, right? So maybe that's something that these guys talk about when they form a team in the first place, is like the guy who's figured out the game the most is like, look, I want to be in first, but I'll help you guys get 3rd, 4th, 5th,
That I think is going to be too hard because maybe if you can attack, for example, like there's some targets that while you're on the come up, but you can't attack people anywhere on the board. They have to be next to you, basically. To get there, you have to get points. I feel like you're still playing your game. Maybe when you're ultra late, you can start attacking some people if you have good opportunities against people that have a good chance of being streaks. But I feel like while you're playing, you can't. It's probably hard to both play and spectate your teammate, like other people on the leaderboard. Maybe you have somebody feeding you information, but I feel like for a new game, it's just unlikely to have those kind of resources kick in.
Maybe that's why there was only a couple of those guys with the defense cards, because the other guys, the guy behind them was their teammate. They don't need a defense card because the guy behind them isn't going to attack them. They're on the same team.
It's possible, but as you. I guess you will be sitting in the same place for a long time, right? That's a good point. Yeah. Maybe those guys that were 3 points away from each other, they don't want to attack each other because they're like, oh, we're on the same teams. That's a possibility that I did not consider. But yeah, I don't think you can spectate leaderboards or things like that while you're actively playing. So I think, they probably just paid attention to their neighbors, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Did we... Okay, no, nothing new on results, but they are just double checking everything, I'm sure, before we can announce the winners. We know.
Yeah, unfortunately, this means that the servers are also down. So not dead, they're down. Which also means that we can't show you guys more gameplay, but you can hang out with us for a little bit. See who's going to be walking away with $27,000. Will it be Mr. Junkie? Or will it be somebody else?
Oh, we know Mr. Junkie said. Is he? What about the team? The team rewards are pretty good, I think. First place for
Yeah,
team
unfortunately,
rewards makes 18,000. So, from the website.
that's pretty
Second
good.
place is 5,600. Third place is 3,600. I don't know how many people can be on a team.
I think it was unlimited, but
100
only the
people?
top 5 counts.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So you probably
Okay.
just have an agreement that like whoever is in the top 5 gets to share the team winnings. You know.
Does that?
So you could be
What
the
if
sixth
Mr.
man on a
Junkie's
team,
in
but
top
if you don't
5?
make it, then
If Mr. Junkie's there in the lead and he gets you like 60% of the blocks or something, do you give him
That's
60%
true.
of the prize money for the team leaderboard?
that's true. You say, nah, man, just be a good teammate. You're already walking away with 27,000 from the individual. You know,
That's
share the
true.
love,
Hmm.
group effort.
I
You know,
mean,
I ordered
yeah,
you a
probably.
coffee. I Ubered it straight to your house.
While you were
That was
playing,
critical.
while he was popping it as fast as he possibly could. Just play 5 aces next hand. Play 5 aces next hand.
I do wonder, like, how long he has been on that loop of 5 aces.
Yeah.
How
Does
long
he have a
has been
repetitive
going
stress
through that?
injury? Has he just like been
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click. Click too many times. That's okay.
You
can,
get that
see a
dramatic.
doctor with this
You
price.
get that dramatic bone-breaking sound. Oh, my finger! I can't go on, guys. I can't make it.
Then he looks at his
You gotta
hands.
get
He's
a
like,
sub
I got
in,
9
like,
other
somebody
fingers.
to sub in to click for you. Call your wife in.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Maybe the dog. It didn't
All
seem like
right.
it was that hard to play at the end.
We have our leaderboard, individual leaderboard. So the top 16. Drum roll. Kevin, can you do a drum roll, please? In first place.
I can. I'll stop.
There we go.
ahead.
In first place is Mr. Junkie at 292. Absolute monster. Because second place was Open Source Gus at 215. Swag Table at 201. So those were our top 3. And then we had the midfield battle that we were watching to the end there. Comrade Cluckoff at 149, Visagio at 143, Kior at 141, Yana at 133, Orc Akims at 131. So those guys were all really close. And it goes down from there. 16th place was at 96. What did we make it to, Kevin?
Really? I think we got 95. I'm pretty sure we were. No, I
We
can't.
were just outside the top 16. We were close.
I don't know. Maybe we're at like 20 or something. I can't remember. I feel like we're somewhere 15 to 20. I think we're somewhere in there. 15 to 25. So interesting. Very top heavy. Once you get like a crazy deck.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool. So if the top 16 out of 50, if the highest they could get was 96 after days of playing, like a week of playing, they must have been practiced. It's hard to get that high, is what it seems like. So 295 is crazy. So very impressive. The top 16, they're guaranteed $900 each at least, with first place getting $27,000. And on the team leaderboards, the top was $18,000, and the 13th, the 16th place teams make $600. So that's pretty cool.
not bad. Not bad. Very cool. So a lot of money. Again, 27,000 plus the 18,000 if you were on first place on both sides.
Spread.
Yeah, I'm
equally,
not
of
sure if we're
course.
going to be able to break down who was on the teams, because that might take some additional math, right? Because then you would have to, take the 5 players on each team and then average that out and try and figure that out. So I'm not sure if we have the team names for that leaderboard, but at least we know the individuals, and we'll find out the teams. I'm sure it'll be posted at some point in time by Popit.
Yeah. I'm just curious if the any of those top players in the solo competition were on them. That's all. But either way, pretty good for a brand new tournament or brand new game.
Yeah, they got a spectating feature. I feel like most games don't have a spectating feature when they first start out.
That's definitely the case. Takes a little bit more work.
Oh, we do have it. Oh, okay. So when we were clicking on names, I did see. I should have actually figured that out. There was another name underneath their name, and that was their team. So Web3 Voice was at 619. Flowers, Gbook at 453. Flowers at 404. So once again, Web3 Voice very top heavy. Way ahead of the rest of the pack. I'm going to assume that had Mr. Junkie and probably one or two others in the top 16. But yeah, I think that's the bottom. Let's see, 16th place was No Name at 86. So even lower than I guess that makes sense, than the individual top 16. Because 16th and individual is 96. No Name is 86.
I mean, and there's only 5 or 50 players left at the end, right? So it's very possible, if there's only 50 players left, that those like bottom 16 teams, they might have only had a couple people in them that were in that team that managed to make it to top 50, kind of a thing. So yeah, one of these, maybe Web3 Voice had the big hitter in it, for example. Mr. Junkie, I mean, he had 292 points, so like he definitely got at least top 5 in the team ranking was the minimum for him. Yeah. So, yeah. Impressive.
Cool. Well, I think that closes out the Popit Games for 2025. Maybe we'll have another one for 2026. But yeah, this is a new game that just released called Popit Game. So if you guys want to check that out, you can find it on Steam, Android, lots of different places. Just, put it into your search engine, Popit Game. It'll show up. You'll find it. And you can try out the game yourself. Anything else you want to say, Kevin?
No, thanks for joining me today. It was fun to do math with you. And, yeah, love making 2 pairs. Looking forward to do that again in the future with you.
2 pairs all the way. Just like us, Kevin. Yeah. We're not 2 pairs. We're 1 pair. But, all right, thank you for watching. And maybe we'll see you next time. Goodbye.